Python, that's one. Python, that's two. Python, that's a three. Python, that's one. Python, that's two. Python, that's a three.
I welcome all of you to this wonderful interaction section. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Anywhere you are watching this video from, please share this program, like it. As you are liking it, you are notifying others to come and join us. So before we go full into this program, we are going to listen to the wonderful prayer of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I like that prayer. That is why I always play it. So we are going to listen to it. Then we will introduce the topic and open up the line. Remember, this is an interaction section. Do not sit there and be watching me. This is an opportunity for you to come online and air your opinion. So let's pray. Let's commit this program into the hands of God by listening to the prayer, wonderful prayer of our leader before I introduce the topic.
Good evening and good night to some of you. I'm always going forward. And I will pray in the language of heaven because Chukwukika Abiyama is in control of all that we have been doing and will continue to do until Biafra is restored and all the suffering indigenous populations and the damnable zoological republic are set free. Chineke na nke pụrụ ime ihe Chukwukika Abiyama onye ndefu na aja hanso ya mma mgbe niile. Onye ọbụla na ya na-achị eluigwe n'ụwa na-agba akaebe ịhụnanya gị na ebere gị amara gị n'ọmịiko gị ebe ndị gị na-eze ekpere ngọzi. Anyị wee na-etoghị agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro. Iwe enye anyị ndụ ala nkiri ndụgoro n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-asị na ịja mma niile otu niile dịrị aha nsọ gị. Onye ọbụla anyị aka ikere nọ n'ọgbadara aka ya. Anyị wee na-akpọku gị na-asị gị na nke ọma anyị ga-ekele gị nke ọjọọ ma anyị kelee gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma wee na-etoghị wee na-asọpụrụ gị n'isi ụmụ gị niile bụ ndị ikwu ndị wee eziokwu mgbe a kpọrọ ha ka ha wee chekwaa ala nsọ gị bụ Biafra onye nwụ na Chineke na ihe n'ikwuru anyị nkwa na omekataghị ka ndị iro wee were ala nsọ Biafra onye nwụ na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro ma ndị na-agba mgbọ bụ ebe niile dị iche iche onye nwụ na Chineke na ihere bụ nke niile etu a n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-etoghị wee na-asị onye nwe anyị na Chineke na nke pụrụ m ihe niile onye ọbụla anyị a na-azọpụta onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na ọtụtụ na ịja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị
Ise. My great people of Biafra, I welcome you all anywhere you are watching this video. If it's your first time of meeting my platform, this is Linda's TV show. Please do me a favor, subscribe if you like what we do here. Subscribe, put on your notification bell so that you'll be getting notified each time we upload video. Every Saturday by this time, 2 p.m., we always have our interaction section where I give people opportunity to contribute, to air their opinion. So do not sit down there and be looking at me. You are free to call in. I'm going to introduce the topic, then I will bring the moderator like you guys always know. I am not doing this program alone. I have a lot of people that I'm doing this program with. I have Chuk Survivor. I have our brother, our Biafra brother from Ghana. Yeah, but his maternal home is Abia State, which is Biafra land, in the person of Maswa. We have another brother, wonderful brother, Okenwa. So you'll be seeing these people often. So we all of us are into this program together. So the number one thing we are going to look into, but before I go into that, I need to correct something. I have been saying this, I don't know why people like themselves to be insulted before they will correct themselves. Some people say, you talk too much, you talk too much, go straight to the video, you talk too much, you talk too much before you analyze your video. Remember, this is YouTube. YouTube have their own policies, and you must keep to it. That was why when Instagram removed Buhari's video, he was angry. I was laughing. I said, look at these people. They are bring this their blindness to other countries. Every platform, they have their rules and regulations. They have their dons. In YouTube, you don't just put other people's video without either sitting there to watch it in form of reaction, or you analyze the video. If you are a genuine person, you have to follow the rules and regulation, and that is exactly what I'm doing. And besides, these people that I'm publishing their video, they are not paying me. Do you know that before you publish somebody's video like that, the person needs to pay you? So I'm working according to YouTube rules and regulation. Those who are telling me to talk too much, I have begged you several times. If you think that I talk too much, please, my brother, my sister, don't watch my video again. Please. I am not paying you to watch. You are not paying me to watch. The only thing, what you don't like, don't watch. Don't watch, because if anybody tells me you talk too much, I'm going to insult you. I'm not the type of person that like insulting people, but if you push me to the wall, I'm going to give you the insults that you will never expect. The worst thing you can do to yourself is to go and look for trouble for a journalist, from a journalist or a broadcaster like this. They will bring your history and your story here, so nobody should push me. Remember, Donald Trump was a very good person, but because of the attack he had on media, they helped him to spoil his administration. Please, I beg any of you, there are many people that are doing this Biafran struggle. If you think that I talk too much, go to other places and watch. Don't come here. I'm tired of blocking people. I'm begging you now, because when I will start now, they will say, you have leave what you are doing now. You have diverted. You people will be the one to push me to the wall. I'm begging you. That is why I'm taking out my time. And somebody say, hey, people, to serve people is not easy. Another person say, I should go and change my hair. I don't change my hairstyle. Please, the person that wrote that, you see this hairstyle, it needs money. Give me money. This is a live chat. There is a button there. You can support me. If you want to donate 1 naira, 5 naira, it's not an ESM money. This is my platform. You can say, okay, since your hair has been long, you can use this money to go and change your hair, and I will appreciate it. You can even give me to drink water. I will appreciate it, because what I'm doing, nobody is paying me. I'm doing it from my mind. So, my dear people, this is what I want to correct here before I start this program. I will bring in people. We are going to talk about the insecurity in the Southeast. It's not longer, how will I put it, is terrible. What is happening in the Southeast is terrible and uncalled for. As I am speaking with you right now, Imo State, Anambra State is dead, as long as I'm concerned. I don't know their aim. They want to turn our land to northern part. So are we going to sit down and allow them to turn our Biafra land to a place that people wouldn't like to come in? So the next thing is, I heard too, or last week ago, that Professor Soludo have created another new security, just like David Maya created a bubag that is causing a lot of havoc in Biafra land. Now, before this creation of new security, like I always tell you people that I respect Professor Soludo right from time, but what he is doing now, I watched a video of a woman. I think I played that video yesterday. Most of you may say, why did I play that video? That's what that woman said is what I expected, that Soludo just assumed office. He need a lot of time to fixing everything together, but the way he started was very wrong. The one that shocked me was when he said he doesn't know the reason why people are sitting at home. I was shocked. I said, you really, you don't know why people are sitting at home? So, which means you don't even know that Nigerian government kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is what we are going. And again, there has been already existing Eastern Security, which was established. Believe you me, I don't know. They are seeing Eastern Security Network as unknown government. Eastern Security Network, they are not unknown government. Anybody. That's why sometimes if I see Biafrans praising unknown government, I will be like, you guys are creating more problems. You guys are creating more problem. You are praising them, which means you know something about them. Whatever you say, your action can cause problem. Eastern Security Network was created and established by one of our only leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and these Eastern politicians that are doing as if they are not seeing it, or they didn't see what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did with ESN, is to protect our land. There was a time in Biafran land that our mothers couldn't go to work. They cannot even farm because of Fulani henchmen. When they go there, either they rape them or they kill them. I watched Northern Coalition Group. They were saying that they cannot vote for any Igbo president because they don't allow their cow to walk on the way. This country I am, they have their cow. They have cow, but you cannot see the cow walk on the way. Normal human being. So now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu created this ESN to safeguard our land, and that is exactly what they do. ESN do not kill anybody. Rather, they are always in the bush. So another thing, what Governor Soludo should have done is you investigate, try to find out and investigate the real job, whether what ESN was created for is what they are doing. Then you give them your maximum support instead of going to create another security outfit. And the purpose now is to come and be attacking ESN. So that is, we are going to look into it. My moderators are going to speak about it. The one that is trending is this pastor. Well, I don't want to talk now, because if I talk now, some of you will come and attack me. You know, asị enwe nínú a na-atọ, asị na njakịrị ka eji agwa mmadụ nke wee eziokwu. Mmadụ maa gị njakịrị, ị na-aruo n'abalị chee echiche about it, the person might be telling you the truth. So he said that Igbos are foolish and a lot of attack here and there. Well, I will allow my moderators to handle that. I don't want to say something before you guys will come and attack me. So, killing of Igbo youth in Biafran land, we are going to be discussing about this as I will open up the line now to bring in our moderators who will speak on this. And if you are there and you want to call and contribute, please endeavor, click on this link now that I'm going to paste. It will bring you in. Mikel Awe, welcome to the program. How are you doing? Nnaji Ijoma, you are welcome to the program. So this is what is trending in Biafra land. The social media, they don't carry it, because you know how Nigeria work. If you broadcast anything against their government, either they shut you down, or they arrest you, or they silence you secretly. I saw a video again that is trending. Maybe later I'm going to look for it. Buhari threatened. He said he threatened all this Southeast agitators. He said he's going to deal with them. So, my dear lovely people, I'm bringing in our brother now in the person of Chuk Survivor, who will speak more on this. My brother, how are you doing? How is your side? I know you can hear me very well.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, welcome to the program. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
I can see from your area, it seems the weather is bright. Like you can see me now. We are in today. Weather is good, and we are in spring now. It's not too cold. That is why you see me dressed like this. But the weather itself is affecting me. If you look at me, my nose are blocked. My nose is blocked, and I sneeze and cough a lot. But we will get over it. So welcome to the program. I believe you have been on the background. You heard everything I said. What do you say about the insecurity in the Southeast, because it's getting out of hand? I watched a video yesterday. They sent me those videos a lot. I don't watch it. I just delete them, because if I watch it, I cannot sleep. If you see, I see somebody was saying that you people and this Biafra, you guys are inserting words, doing this. I said to the person, well, then you will understand. So I don't know what you have to say about all this.
Thank you, my sister. Fellow Biafrans, wherever you're watching from, I appreciate everybody who have joined the program. I say, may Chukwu Okike guide and protect every one of you. If you have not shared the video, please kindly share on your platform. Just do the needful and give a like to the video so that others will join us. I want you to remember that it's a discussion section. Everybody have the right to come in and add his or her own opinion. We are sharing views, exchanging views, looking for solution to our problem. Nobody knows it all. Every one of us have a contribution to make. And when you are making your contribution, have it at the back of your mind that our purpose of coming to broadcast here is not to attack anybody. It's not to demonize anybody. It's not to preach hate speech. We are here to talk about our freedom, speak respectfully in every topic that we will discuss. So when it comes to the discussion that we're about to make today, the first topic that our sister is bringing forward in the insecurity in Biafra land. It has become much more clearer than ever. Everybody now knows the situation in Biafra land. Everybody knows the situation. It is no longer something that is hidden. It is getting worse every day. And I always say it is not going to get better. It will get worse every day. As long as things continue to remain the same, it will get worse every day. All we have to do is to prepare for the worst. We have to prepare for the worst. It is going to be more serious. More people are going to die. More insecurity is going to happen. More people will be kidnapped. So many things are going to happen. It's not going to get better any soon. So we have to prepare our mind and prepare ourselves for what is about to happen. Any way you know you can make a contributions, any way you know you can encourage the people in Nigeria mainly, you begin to do it. Every time I always pray for people in that contraction called Nigeria, the Biafran people in Nigeria, those who are facing the bullet, those who are taking the bullet for us, those who are standing on the ground. I always present them before Chukwu Okike to guide and protect them and secure them. Those who are fighting against all odds, against all the attack, all the blackmail, all the propaganda, they are still standing strong, making sure that the voice of the people is being heard. They are still standing their ground. They never relent in their effort. They are making sure that the voice is heard, and they are sitting at home, following the civil disobedience against all the attacks. It is very important that every one of us will continue to pray for them. The insecurity in Biafra land is a very serious one, and it's not something that anybody can deny. Formerly, we were talking about Imo State. Today, it is no longer only Imo State. Anambra State has been included in the insecurity. Anambra State is now part of it. And if care is not taken, Anambra State is going to be worse. The issue of Anambra State is going to be worse if care is not taken. Every video you are seeing there on the social media, they are all true. They are all true. But where we have to be worried is that the conventional media in Nigeria is not reporting about what is happening in Biafra land. They never report it. If the conventional media cannot report what is happening in Biafra land, do you think the international media will report it? They will never. They will never. The only way people can know what is happening is what we are doing online on social media. Because majority of the people on social media are Biafrans, and they are doing a great work. Apart from those who are being distracted and doing things that are not necessary. But majority of Biafrans are doing the great work by sharing those informations. Nobody across the world will say that he or she doesn't know what is happening in Biafra land. No matter how they pretend. No matter how they pretend, they will always accept the truth. Because the truth is that the insecurity is so serious. And why we have to be worried and concerned is that nobody whatsoever is reporting what is happening in Biafra land, and nobody is ready to speak up for Biafran people. Nobody is ready to speak up. The people who claim to be the elected politicians or whatever, they are not there to represent you. They are representing themselves. They are there for their families, for their own children. They are not there for you. They are not there to speak for you. That is why I always say that Nigeria don't conduct election. What they always have is selection. All those people that they selected by themselves, the Janjaweed selected for themselves to represent them and not the Southeast, not the Biafra land. Every one of them, every politician is here in Nigeria is representing the caliphate. That is why they derive their power from Sokoto. Every one of them. Every politician in Biafra land, it doesn't matter the area they are, whether the coastal region, in the mainland, or the lower Benue, all of them are representing the caliphate. That is why none of them is speaking up for what is happening. And when you talk about the insecurity in southeastern part of Nigeria, everybody knows why we have insecurity in Biafra land. We know why we have insecurity. The only reason why we have the insecurity in Biafra land is because of the terrorist military that is being sent to Biafra land. They are responsible for the insecurity. The terrorists in army uniform, in military uniform, they are there trying to complement what their partners are doing in the north. In the northern part of Nigeria, they are already in charge. They are already in charge in the northern part of Nigeria. Nobody is challenging them in the northern part of Nigeria. Nobody is bombing them. Nobody is challenging them. You can see them operating at will. You see them attack the airport. You see them attack the railway. You see them blocking the roads, stopping people from moving. You see them installing their own emir. You see them taking taxes from people in the north. You see them shooting down aircraft in the north. Nobody is attacking them. Nobody is challenging them. They blow up a train station and kidnap people. You didn't see the military go after them. Have you ever heard since that time? Did you hear that the military go anywhere to bombard them or catch them or rescue anybody? No, it has never happened. They even came out to make their video. Why the military is telling us that they went to Zambiza forest to go and destroy the home of the leader of whatever. Why they are making that announcement? The Boko Haram are releasing their own video of people they kidnap. And they said it openly and directly. They said they will never release those people, that the government of Nigeria knows what to do, that if they want them to release, that the government knows what to do. What does that tell you? It tells you that the government knows what they're asking for, it knows what they want, and they're working hand in hand with them. They say the government knows what to do. Asorok knows what to do. The imposter in Asorok knows what to do. They say that is the only solution. And that is why they have looked away from that part. You see, after that bombing of the train, instead of them going after the terrorists, what did they do? They begin to use helicopter to escort the train. Today, they are using helicopter to escort train. Instead of you going after those criminals, what you do is you carry helicopter to escort train. You only fight people who come to fight the train. But the main places where they are and people that have kidnapped, you are not doing anything about it. What does that tell you? It tells you that the government is happy with what the terrorists are doing. They are happy. They have given them a free hand to operate anywhere they want to operate. That is why they don't go after them. And the only thing they are asking is for Islamic State. They want Nigeria to become an Islamic State. That is their demand. And they have succeeded in the northern part of Nigeria. After all, most of the northern part of Nigeria are already practicing Sharia. But because they see that they cannot be able to penetrate the Biafra land, they can't penetrate the Biafra land. What they did was to give some of their military. They give them uniform. Boko Haram members, they gave them military uniform to come to Biafra land and continue to take life. And when you see what they are doing in Biafra land, it is exactly what the terrorists are doing in the north. Destroying of houses, burning of houses, destroying of business, burning of businesses, kidnapping people and taking lives. That is what the terrorists is doing in the north. And because they see that the terrorists cannot be able to do that in the southern part of Nigeria, or Biafra land mainly, they decided to send them with uniform. And today, you see what they are doing. So any politician that comes and tells you that he doesn't know the reason why they have insecurity, or when you see them in their conventional media, they will be asking some useless questions. People like Soludo and co will be talking rubbish. They don't know what is the cause of insecurity. Some of them will be talking about peace. Which peace? Peace with who? The Biafran people are not fighting themselves. Talking peace with who? We are peaceful in our land. Biafra land is the most peaceful part of that very contraption called Nigeria, the most peaceful. So you are talking about making peace with who? If these politicians are sincere, if Soludo is sincere, what he has to do, tell the Boko Haram military to go back to their base. Let the military leave Biafra land. That is the only solution. If you want peace, that is where you start. Tell the military to vacate Biafra land. They have no business conducting any operation in Biafra land. There is no terrorists working in Biafra land. The terrorists in Biafra land, the ESN are taking care of them already in the bush. The terrorists that we have in Biafra land, the ESN have taken care of them in the bush, and they cannot operate. They can't operate. So the military has no business operating in Biafra land. And for people who think that the ESN are not working or ESN are not doing anything, if you think that ESN are not doing anything, go and watch the video of Fadam Baka that he made recently. That confession of Fadam Baka is not somebody, whether you trust him, whether you love him or you don't love him, whether you believe him. Fadam Baka cannot come openly before the whole world and make that very testimony he made about the work of the ESN. Fadam Baka made the testimony that it is only within these few years now that farmers can be able to farm. Farmers are going to farm. A reverend father that has a farm can be able to farm within this time because of the protection of the ESN. Our farmers can still farm. It is because of the ESN. That is why we don't have people in IDB camp in Biafra land. So who are they fighting? Who are the military people fighting? The Boko Haram military. Who did they come to fight in the southeast? Who? Why are they there? You are coming to fight for people, fight against people who are asking for self-determination. Self-determination that is a right of every human being. Even your constitution in that contraption called Nigeria, their useless constitution still allows self-determination. But instead of you listening to these people or hearing their voice, you sent your Boko Haram military to destroy businesses, destroy houses, and destroy the life of people. And the most painful thing is that you still see these people who call themselves politicians coming to back up that evil act that they are doing. They will come and say, you see Soludo and co. Every time they are talking about the sit at home, they talk about destroying of economy. That the sit at home is destroying the economy. Sit at home is doing this, is doing that. But the major thing that is destroying the economy in the Biafra land is the operation of the Boko Haram military. The Boko Haram military, they are the ones destroying homes. There is no plan for housing in Nigeria. Government doesn't build any home for anybody. But they are destroying the homes of innocent people. They are destroying the businesses of people. The economy they are talking about, they are the one destroying it. The little one that remains, the money, even the small allocation they get to build Biafra land, it is still that same politician. They collect the money, they share it among themselves. They share it with their Fulani members. And that is why nobody will fight against them. Nobody will probe them. If a mother have collected money for Biafra land to make road, how many times? How many times a mother have collected money to make road? But he never did it. He pocketed the money. Every year there is allocation. Every day give him allocation to construct road in Biafra land. But where is it? Where is the money? But they will come and tell us that sit at home is affecting the economy. But the major thing that is destroying the economy, the Janjaweed government, the Janjaweed military, the terrorists they brought in Biafra land, they don't talk about it. Soludo will tell you he wants to talk peace. You want to talk about peace when there is no justice. You are talking about peace. The whole people that the military kill and the property they destroy, you have never gone to them to talk to them. You have never gone to any one of them to talk to them and discuss with them. No compensation that the people that have been killed. Even members of IPOB members that are detained in prison in Anambra State, people who have not kidnapped anybody, they have not committed any crime, only because they are identified as IPOB. They are still in prison. Soludo is not able to release anyone. He has gone there to see them and make some useless promises. After seeing them, he came out. For how many months ago that Soludo went to that prison to see them and make promises, but he has never released any one of them. Innocent people that committed no crime, they are still in detention up to today. But these same people will still come and tell us that they want to make peace. Where do you want to start to make the peace? Where do you want to start to make the peace? So it is very clear that the people that are causing the insecurity we have in the Biafra land is the politicians. The Fulani Janjaweed, the Caliphate are using the politicians to create all manner of havoc They are the one creating all the problem. They are the one creating the insecurity. They are the one making sure that nobody has a life. It is from them and nobody else. So anybody that is preaching anything should go and preach to them and tell them to change. Sit at home is not the problem. If they want to stop a sit at home, they know the solution to the sit at home. The only solution to stop sit at home, free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, set him free. And that is the end of the sit at home. The issue of unknown government, the blackmail of unknown government is dead already. Died long time ago. The blackmail of unknown government died from the very first day they started it. That was when they died. They started it when they destroyed the prison in Imo State. In that time, when they destroyed the prison, the governor of Imo State came out openly to say that the people that went for that operation, some of them are not Igbos. They are not from the state. And he exonerated IPOB. Even recently, he has made another video again. Last time he went to Abuja, he made another video again and said that if anybody says that IPOB is responsible for the unknown government and destruction and insecurity in Biafra, that is a lie. That the people who are responsible are the politicians. Hope Uzodinma said that with his mouth in his recent video. The latest video he made, he said it. That nobody should blame IPOB or blame agitators for whatever is happening in Biafra, and that it is politicians, aggrieved politicians, that are the one doing it. But this man who claimed to know this very thing, this Hope Uzodinma who claimed to know this problem, have he ever arrested any of those politicians? He has never arrested any of the politicians. He has never arrested any of the sponsors. He knows them. He knows where they're coming. He can't arrest them because he himself has his own unknown government. PDP have their own unknown government. Hope Uzodinma have his own unknown government. And there are some other groups that are aggrieved. The people they kill their families and kill their brothers and sisters. The orphans they have rendered, people they have rendered their business useless. The orphans they have taken their family. They still have their part. They are taking vengeance. All these are groups you see in the Southeast that are fighting. The ESN has no business. The only place ESN have business is against the terrorists in the bushes. And that is where they have been all this while. ESN have never come to the city to do anything. They don't have any business in the city. They're in the bushes. So it is not something strange. When the chief security of a state, the evil man, the devil himself, Hope Uzodinma, confess with his own mouth and say that nobody should blame IPOB or ESN for the insecurity that is happening in Biafra land, that it is politically motivated. It is a political movement. It is politicians that are sponsoring them. He said it with his mouth. He has said it from the beginning, from the very first day they introduced that unknown government. He said it. And he went and created his own unknown government. He has his own. APC have their own unknown government. PDP have their own unknown government. Asorok have their own unknown government. The aggrieved people also are fighting. So if anybody is trying to stop insecurity in Biafra land, first of all, you pull out the military you have in Biafra, pull them out. Let those Boko Haram military, pull them out. Then the politicians, arrest every one of them that you know that is involved. Then compensate all the people you have killed, their members of their family. All the innocent people you have killed, their family members. Go and compensate them. After compensating them, then you can come out and begin to talk about peace or talk about security. If that thing is not done, it will get worse. The situation is going to get worse. If anybody tells you that it's going to get better, that person is lying. I will not come here and tell you that tomorrow is going to be peaceful. It is not going to be peaceful. It is going to get worse. And mainly now that you are going into election, they are preparing for their 2023. More politicians will buy more arms. They will create more unknown gunmen. Expect more unknown gunmen. More unknown gunmen are going to come out. If anybody is telling you that maybe Soludo have already created his own unknown gunmen. Soludo already have created his own unknown gunmen. He didn't even go, you know, when they introduced the Bubago, they told us that the Bubago is for all the southeastern region. That the Bubago will be operating in all south region. But Soludo did not follow the Bubago. Soludo went and created his own unknown gunmen, gave them weapons. What does that tell you? That shows you that the insecurity is going to get worse. It is going to get worse. There's no point for us to come and begin to say we wish to. Every one of us is praying that it doesn't get worse, but your wish or your prayer cannot stop anything. Our wishes and prayer cannot stop it. The only thing that can stop it is that they should begin to do the needful. And the most importantly, every Biafran in Biafra land will wake up, prepare yourself to defend yourself. Protect yourself, defend yourself the best way you can. Defend yourself. When you hear an instruction, sit at home. Sit at home. Sit at home. You will be much more secure when you are sitting at home than when you are walking on the street. When you're walking on the street, you will be much more secure than when you are sitting at home. When you're sitting at home, you'll be more secure in sitting at home than when you're walking in the street. Although we have seen some people whom accidental discharge have killed, even in their sitting room, where they are sitting at home in their sitting room. There's a young boy I saw online that they showed, a young boy that was killed, a boy of 9 years old, that was shot in his father's sitting room where he was sitting watching television. Bullet came there and killed him. So many other cops you can see that is flowing everywhere. There are people that were shot on the street. So it is much safer when you stay in your home. Stay at home in any day you have, any day you know that Biafrans are observing sit at home. Sit at home so that it cannot be used for sacrifice. Stay in your home. That is the only best way to secure yourself now. Follow the instruction that is being given. I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will guide and protect every Biafran and give all the strength to overcome the situation. Thank you, my sister.
Okay, thank you so much, my brother, for that wonderful response. If you are just joining us, please like this program, share. You can call to contribute Mr. Maxwell, Mr. Ben Maxwell, Okenwa Ndingem. If you guys are here, I want you people to come up to speak to Biafra. So, my brother, there's something you said now regarding to this a new security that Governor Soludo created. In my own opinion, I would have said that if he is genuinely, he would have supported the ESM, since the ESM is there to protect their land. What they need is their support. Or do you have any other view regarding to this? Why did he go and create another security outfit? Why they presumed Ebubago is still there, ESN is still there? Why did Governor Soludo want to create another security outfit? Does it mean that he doesn't trust or he doesn't believe in Ebubago and ESN that was created by our leader? From my own opinion, I would have suggested that he need to empower, support the ESN to chase out these militaries. What you see that is happening in Biafra land, if you look at their voices, if you can listen, just that they don't allow us to publish the video. If you see their language, you will see that these people are Fulanis. All those people that is killing people. There was a video I watched yesterday. The boys video that you are talking about, I couldn't watch it. My people send it to me. I couldn't watch it. There was a man, the man was just walking on the way. They shot him dead. So for how long are we going to continue to live in this kind of situation?
It is a very sad situation, my sister. It's a very sad situation. The action of Soludo will show you that Soludo did not come to make any peace. He came to destabilize the Southeast the more. That is the assignment they gave him. They gave him an assignment to destabilize the Southeast, make sure there is no stability in Southeast. And that is what he's doing. Because from every step he's taking, he is not making any move to stabilize the Southeast, mainly Anambra State. He's not making any move to bring the peace in the region. Look at what he has been doing from the very time he brought in the first thing he was about to talk about. He was talking about is to stop sit at home. Sit at home that he knows the cause. He denied not knowing the cause of the sit at home. He knows that the reason for calling for sit at home is because of the detention of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He never called for the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and he went ahead to begin to stop the sit at home. If it was somebody that meant well, at least, even if he doesn't mean it from his heart, he's supposed to start from demanding for the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That is the best way to start. At least when the people see you that you are now talking about the freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, then any other thing you add to it, they will begin to understand and reason with you. But you never talked about it. You never even mentioned him when you started. You just came and said, stop the sit at home. You begin to tell us about the economy and all that. You begin to tell us why will somebody beat you outside, and you come back home and you begin to beat your own self and beat your brothers. That when somebody beats you outside, you have to fight the person outside. You don't have to come and fight yourself at home. Giving some useless examples. And when you see the kind of example he's giving, is somebody who claimed to be a professor. Somebody who claimed to be a professor. How can you be giving such an example? You forget that every one of us know that even prisoners, you see prisoners when they go on hunger strike. Prisoners, you hear that prisoners go on hunger strike. A prisoner go on hunger strike not because he wants to suffer other people, for himself, for his voice to be heard, because he has no voice. He has no voice. When he begins to go on hunger strike, people will now begin to see him, begin to pay attention to him. And that is the way we choose to begin to go out for our own hunger strike, because we are just like prisoners in that country called Nigeria. We are just like prisoners. The same thing with prisoners. That is what we are. In Nigeria, the Biafran people are just like prisoners. Nobody listens to you. Nobody considers you. Nobody talks about you. The only thing is that anytime they want to throw any peanut to you, they will just want you to eat from the crumbs that fall from their table. So who is going to speak for us? We chose to speak for ourselves. To punish ourselves, no matter what, we'll take that pain so that the world will see what is happening. And Soludo came and began to demonize it. If he's somebody that is sincere, okay, he said he wanted to make peace. If you wanted to make peace, you should have at least looked into first of all, call away the military, tell the military to pull back. When the military pull back, then you can begin to talk to the ESN. When the military pull out, tell the military to pull out of Biafra land. When they pull out of Biafra land, then you can begin to talk about the agitation. You cannot begin to discuss. And another thing, what he again has to do, go and check every people that the military have killed, every family that have lost people. Some people have been made childless. We have seen a lot of only son and only daughter killed. Some women have been made widow. Some men have been made widower. Some children have been made orphan. Did Soludo establish any organization to take care of these people? People that have lost their businesses were destroyed. There are so many videos we have seen online where shops of people, you see somebody's shop, you set it on fire. The person you set his shop on fire is not a member of ESN. He's not even, some of them are not even active members of in agitation. Some of them are not even active in agitation. Only because they are Biafrans. Or only because somebody challenged you, or maybe you have confrontation with the non-government within the area. Every other person that is living in that area, you burn their houses. Soludo never addressed that. He never talked to anyone, man. He just came and begin to fight against his own people. What step has he taken? There's no single step I have seen him taking. He started and he came out and said he went and visited prison. Went to the prison and promised them heaven and earth. Up to today, he has not released any single person. No single person released. This is the chief secretary of his state. The only thing it will take him is to give order to the chief judge in his state. Give order to the chief justice in his state, and the chief justice will free those innocent people who have not committed a crime. He didn't do it up to today. It's not supposed to take more than 24 hours to be done. It's not supposed to take more than 24 hours. He did not do it. Instead, he is busy today taking the life of innocent people. How long shall we continue to look up to that, and how long shall we continue to be silent? Soludo has not come to make any peace or to give us any solution. Instead, he is coming to bring more destruction. And until he changes, if he is serious and he wants to make peace, we will know. But for now, I think he is not ready.
My brother, I'm going to interrupt you. We have a caller. Let me give him time. Like you can see, since he's driving. One welcome to the program. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Miss Linda?
I'm fine. How is your side?
I salute.
Can you hear him?
Welcome.
One is greeting
yes,
you.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, you are welcome.
First, I have to say thank you again for the good job you guys are doing. You know, like they say, time is money. And as far as what is happening in Biafra land, I think the number one problem is our so-called politicians, because especially the governors, in the sense that if you look at the whole situation, it is the governors that goes to invite the soldiers. It is governors that goes to bring them. If they do not go to ask, those people will not come. And even if they will come, they will not come in such a mass. So it is our politicians and governors, most especially, that is telling them, hey, come on in. They open the door for them. And if you look at what is happening, I think to some extent, like our leader said, they will live to see, if only they would live, because in their mind is that it is only the poor or the subjects, the people that will be killed. But it will come to a time when it will get to their own turn.
Of course. Of
if
course.
if they sit back and think, they will see the direction of the game. The Fulanis will use them. And after they use them, they will get rid of them. They will kick them to the curb. Or failure to move, they will kill them. Because their goal is to Fulanize Nigeria. And now, since they have gotten our so-called governors and politicians who says it's okay to bring the soldiers, now they will send the troop to the Biafra land in pretense that, oh, we don't have soldiers, or we don't have guns, we can't fight the Boko Haram. Then you ask yourself, when did Boko Haram start to repent? Why is it that it's now they start to repent? Where is Nigeria to? What do they do to this Boko Haram within 3 to 6 months that they will bring them out and throw them into the society? What is the game plan? The game plan is to distribute them everywhere. They release them, they bring them in, they brainwash them, tell them what they want. Now they let them into the society. And then you look at what is happening. Now they start to live in the area so that it's easy for them to take over the area. And if not for the ESN that has chased them away, which is their only fear, they would have started coming into the Biafra land. Mm-hmm. And if care is not taken, I pray that they start with the governors to kill these governors. Mm-hmm. Because when one goes down, another will know that their turn is coming. When a senator goes down, others will learn to speak up. When these bishops go down, others will learn to speak up. Because how can you tell me that as a leader, as a so-called Christian leaders, they come in and killing your people, you cannot stand up to condemn it. Rather, all you're talking about is sit at home. Why are you talking about sit at home? If you want to solve a problem, you start from the beginning of the problem. If you don't, you can't just jump in and say you want to solve a problem. That's not the way. We all know that. We know what they're doing. And because they are being exposed, now it's like you see them trying to say something, let it be that I said something. No, that is not enough. Look at Soludo, who has already condemned Nigeria before he became a governor. Now he's saying, denying, lying, showing that he has no truth in him, telling us that he does not know what Nnamdi Kanu is being charged for. Come on now. Come on. These people have sold their soul. They let the Fulanis buy their soul over. Soludo became a governor. The first thing he did was to go to Abuja and go to see UK ambassador to Nigeria. What are they going there to see him for? To see her for? To tell him to deliver Anambra State. To tell him how they will give him citizenship. To tell him how much they will pay him. To tell him how they will back him up. But now he went and brought out his political talks. Bunyeha pump action. In a bunyeha pump action, keep bunyecharaha. Yanapotakwa here. You see, that is the problem. It's not giving these people AK-47 and all this. After giving it to them, will you get it back? The answer is no. These are Fulanis that were not trained. They don't know nothing. They are not educated. They went and bought a uniform for everybody. So all they will do now is just keep giving them uniform in the name of military. They are not military. We know the difference. Yeah? So I think the number one problem we have is our people who allow the Fulanis to buy them over. Who brings the Fulanis because they have been bought over, they go to bring them and say insecurity. Insecurity. What form of insecurity compared to where the Boko Harams are taking over a whole town, taking over a city, a state, and you're still there saying one Nigeria, politics 2023. This is nothing but a game. But unfortunately, our people are not getting it. Our politicians are not getting it. And for those that are listening to them, woe unto them. Because let's say Governor Soludo now. Soludo will always have entourage. He will always have people with guns surrounding him. And our people will come out to go beg for rice, to go and eat rice. Soludo said we should come and eat rice. What kind of rice are they giving you? They give you rice, they take your life. They give you phone, they take your life. So where are you going to be to use that phone? It's high time we start thinking. They are not giving you anything for free. These are bloodsuckers, so-called our politicians. They play cool, all is well, so that they continue getting the money. Thank God, eventually the Fulanis will get them down. Our leader told them, if they have been thinking, they will see that everything our leader has been saying has come to reality. I mean, it doesn't need a suicide teller to tell you what the game is. You just have to watch how they play their game. They want you to kill your people. They give you money. They give you money. If they are thinking for your own interest, what did they give them during the China loan? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yet, you are saying one Nigeria. I mean, by God's grace, Biafra will come, and shame will be on them. And those that are believing in them, those that are seeing the truth and turning it upside down, the land of Biafra will never forsake them.
You see?
They will pay with their own blood.
You see?
Anyway, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity.
Honestly, my brother, I'm very
much,
grateful for this, your wonderful contribution.
Thank
you
so
made
much.
a lot of points here. Thank you so much. I appreciate, honestly speaking, you made a lot of points here. I just believe that the people, they will just listen to what you have said, especially the point you said that there will be a time these people will get to them. It seems it have not occurred to them. They think they are safe, but there will be a time. There will be a time that Biafra land will not, the land itself will not protect them again. That time is coming. Thank you so much. And if you are watching us and you still want to call in, please, this is an interaction section. It's not only myself and Chuk. You have the right to call. Once you call in, I will bring you. This is an let us reason together. Let us bring our ideas. Like this, our brother Mane that I've just spoken, he made a lot of points. And believe me, these people, they are watching this program. They are listening to it. Your own idea could be of important. So, my brother Chooks, sorry for that interaction. Continue. I want us to dive into another thing. I watched an interview, was it on Arise Television or BBC? I think they asked a lot of people. They said that the issue of sit at home is affecting them greatly. And myself, I know this is the price we need to pay. There is nothing good that comes easy. Somebody wrote me, you guys are abroad enjoying yourself, telling people to sit at home. I understood very well. I grew up in Nigeria. I grew up in that place. Nobody need to tell me anything about that place. I know how everything function. I know that there are some people that if they don't go out to hustle, they will not eat. But then, how long are you going to remain in that situation? Is it not better for you to fight it once and for all and liberate yourself from it? Or do you still want to remain just like our Eastern politicians now? They want to remain slave in their own land. They want to remain slave to Fulanis. These people are educated people, people who claim to be professional, people who God have blessed naturally. Excuse me, but they want to serve people who's supposed to be serving them. So the people complaining the issue of sit at home, I understood, is hurting everybody. Everybody is suffering from it, but let us do it once and for all to get our freedom. Let them release Martin and they can. At least we will start from there. Because believe me, the reason why they are even responding, some of them will say we will negotiate, we will look into it, we will do that, is because of this sit at home. Assuming there was nothing like this, believe me, they will just dump Martin and they cannot there, and you will not hear the story. So, my brother Chuk Survivor, I know you know more about this, and I want you to throw more light on these people that are complaining that sit at home is killing them. Sit at home. I'm not talking about the government now. I'm not talking about the politicians, ordinary individuals now that are crying about sit at home order.
Thank you, my sister. You see, we can't be distracted. We know the people we are dealing with. Anybody that you see talking against sit at home in their conventional media, anybody that you see talking against sit at home in an interview, they are being paid. They are saying what they are being told to say. People who are following their own mind are following their own heart. None of them is complaining about the sit at home. None of them is complaining. These were the same people who sat at home for 3 good months without anything, for no just cause, for no reason. For a sickness that nobody is seeing anywhere, a fake sickness. They were forced to sit at home, no compensation, nothing. Nobody was giving anything. And they sat at home happily. How comes this time around that you're going to sit, they tell you to sit at home, something that have to do with your own life, something that have to do with your future and the future of your children, you don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. But when it was the one that doesn't affect you directly, doesn't have anything to do with your future, you did it and you didn't complain. You did it and it was in a stretch form. But this one is only 1 day. Only 1 day. And you are complaining. So it is clear that anybody who is complaining doesn't know what he or she is doing. They are the ones that are being told to say what they are saying. The people who are being told to say what they are saying in order to promote a propaganda against sit at home, they are the people that are making such kind of interview. If you are complaining of your economy, you are complaining you're not selling, you're not doing. One thing you have to have back of your mind is that freedom does not come cheap. It has never come cheap. Every nation you are seeing today that is doing well, every nation you see today that you are jealous of, they have made a sacrifice at one point or the other. All the beautiful nations you see today, all the world powers you see today, the strongest nation you have seen today in the planet Earth, every one of them have made a sacrifice at one time or the other. Look at the United States. The United States that everybody is looking up to, everybody is happy to go, anybody is dreaming to go and stay over there. United States paid a heavy price. They paid a heavy price to get to where they are today. They fought wars. They made sacrifice. People died before they could be able to get to where they are today. Even the UK, the United Kingdom, they fought heavily before they were able to get to where they are today. Are you talking about Germany? Germans fought even themselves. They fought themselves even before they made a lot of sacrifice. There were so many divisions when you have the West Germany and the East Germany before they marched together as one. It was all sacrifice that people were making. So many people lost their life in that cause. So many people lost their lives. So many people lost their livelihood, lost their properties. Are you talking about France? They had their own problems. They fought and made sacrifice for them to get to where they are. Look at one of the strongest nations that we have now, Israel. Are you going to talk about Israel? Israel paid a heavy price to get to where they are. They paid a very heavy price to get to where they are. And they lost wealth. They lost wealth. They lost property. They lost everything you can think of. But today, look at them. Today, they are standing strong, unchallenged. They are standing strong, defending themselves in all fronts. So if you think that you will just go and fold your hand and you have a good nation, or you just fold your hand, all of a sudden God will through a new Jerusalem from you for heaven, you are just wasting your time. You're just dreaming. It is you that will create that new Jerusalem for yourself. God is not going to send any new Jerusalem for you on this planet Earth for you to go and live into. It is your work. You have to work it out by yourself. Just like every other nation have worked out their salvation, they have worked out their freedom and worked out the beauty of their nation and made it what it is. We Biafrans have to be ready. We have to be ready. Stop complaining. So many of us are putting our stomach forward before any other thing. We are putting our stomach ahead of our future, which is very, very bad. What we are asking, what we are talking about is a matter of life and death. And why must any sane person, why must only sane person complain? Why must any sane person complain about the sit at home? When you know that the man whom we are doing that sit at home on his behalf have sacrificed everything sacrificable. He gave up his parents. He became an orphan because of this very agitation. He lost his own kingdom as a prince because of this agitation. He left his family, he left his wife and children because of this agitation. He is facing torture now, every morning, every night, every afternoon, 24 hours a day. He's on solitary confinement 24 hours a day for almost 1 year now. That one is not touching you. That's the sacrifice Mazen Nandekano is paying for everybody. But when they ask you to only one day alone, just sit at home, you are complaining. But somebody is sitting at home in a solitary confinement every day, for almost 1 year now. Yet you are complaining for just only 1 day. Anybody that is complaining, it means that the person is either the person is being bought over, or maybe the person is not deceiving him or herself, pretending to be what he or she is not. But from every indication, the sit at home we are embarking in, everything we are doing, there is a reason. It is justified. It is justified. Even there was a man, I've forgotten his name, who was talking on one of their in AIT, a video that I posted some time ago. A man, one of the elders in Biafra land, he was saying that the sacrifice worth it. That if sit at home is the sacrifice we will make for our voice to be heard, that is, it worth it. It worth it. So why must anybody begin to push any propaganda against sit at home? If you are pushing any propaganda against sit at home, it means you are working for the caliphate. You are working for the enemy. You are only pretending and working for the enemy. But for those who are genuinely fighting for freedom, we know that this is a matter of life and death. The fight is not even for those of us who are watching. Most of us who are watching today, who are fighting, it's not even for us, but it's for our unborn children, so that they will not face the same problem we are facing, so they cannot face the same challenge we are facing, so they cannot begin to serve the same people we are serving, so that they will not come and become slaves the way we have been made slave in that contraption called Nigeria. That is why everybody has to sit up and fight. Every sacrifice we are making today, it wants it. As the Biafrans are sacrificing, the Ududuans are sacrificing, the Middle Belters are sacrificing, every indigenous tribe, if you know what you will do to free yourself from the captivity of the caliphate, for the captivity of the company called Nigeria, you have to do it. And the time is now. Don't wait for tomorrow. Biafrans have already started. They have already triggered their own. Biafrans have already started doing something. We are no longer waiting. We are not waiting on anybody. We have started doing something already to free ourselves. And we will continue to do so. No matter what anybody thinks, no matter the propaganda, no matter anything anybody is saying anywhere. It can't stop us. It can't stop us. As they are showing videos where you see people talking against it at home, I have seen several videos where people say that they want even more days to be added. I have seen so many videos that was made in Biafra land. Biafrans saying that they want more days. If we can add more days, let us add more days. I have seen video where people are saying that they are very, very okay with the sit at home. They don't want to go back to work until March and they can be released. And we have our referendum. So those who are coming to bring out their propaganda and blackmail are just few people who are being told to say what they are saying. But for the main people who are acting on their own, from the bottom of their heart, Biafrans have accepted that Monday. They have accepted it, mainly Monday. They have already accepted it. The only thing we should be talking about is how to add more days. That is the only thing we will be talking about. How to take more days and add to that very Monday. That is the only thing we'll be talking about, not to remove it. How to add more days. That should be the next topic to discuss. So anybody who is pretending, saying that is out, and the sit at home is working. It's working. Working marvelously well. Confession have come towards that. You saw last time when the Nollywood actor said about that, Kanayo said something about the sit at home. You had Farambaka also confessing about it. So why should anybody come and begin to speak against it? Only the evil men who are working for the caliphate will do that. But they can't stop us. We know where we are going to. We know what we are fighting for. And we cannot relent in our effort. Nobody can distract us. No matter how they try, we will not get distracted. And I don't want any Biafran to get distracted. Whatever you are doing, do it more. Increase your effort. Stay strong. No matter the challenges, stand firm. Victory is sure. At the end of the tunnel, there will be a light. And we are getting to the end of the tunnel. I can see the light already. If you can't see it, look well. Look well, you will see it. So we don't have to look back. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide us, strengthen us, and show us the direction to follow. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please call in and contribute. Myself and the Chuk Survivor, we are not cinema. I have cinema. I need men here. Somebody called before. It seems the person's network was not good. Please call in. Don't stay there and be asking questions. If you're a man, come and speak out. Come and contribute. Come and bring suggestion. People are dying. Yes, this brings us to another issue, my brother. I don't know if you have noticed it. What these people target or what they are targeting is our youth. Our youth. These people really have plan. Oh, the Fulanis have plan for us. Okay, we have a caller now. I'm going to bring him in. Then after that, we'll go into the next topic. Welcome to the program. Oh, okay, Obiano. Is this my Mazi Okenwa that I've been calling since? Are you the one?
Yes, so he's the one.
Ask me what they have about time. Not have a program. Because gonna Chuk Survivor na Maxwell and you know we seek na bro. As no one am for get 2 weeks strike.
Because the gathering is for the children of light. You know.
Yeah.
Massachusetts on there.
You go Kushitike.
You're welcome, my brother.
Only here where the voice Chuk Survivor, where the voice.
In a good one.
But now I sound over Gandos on and now what define it.
Okay. I'm in and I know on a bill on a dim now.
Could you go the cause? Who go does?
Hey, look at me here. Hey.
Okay. Can I manage any other?
Okay, in a new one.
I heard the 2 go.
They were.
Welcome.
And yes. Emma, on your Bolano, any person who is not concerned that there is a serious problem. You see, our people, all our plan and all our everything is about how to make money and so that you live large. Mm-hmm. But these people have been planning all these things years. You see, what is coming on is they are really analyzing what Gowan told them. And that is the most dangerous part of it. These people are not fighting us from outside. They have fished out the willing tools. Anything you are doing in the name of freedom of Biafra, they must make sure that somebody from their own side infiltrates there. It is very real. And that is why it's dangerous. Let me tell you, whenever I say this thing, I tell you from the information I got. Do you know what he told me recently? When I mean he, I have somebody, this Nupema, this people from Borno, but we call all of them Fulani or this, no, but they are not Fulani. They even what they are passing through in the hands of Fulani, if there's a way they will come, in fact, he told me that if there's a way they will come very close to Benue, that's when Igbo people, the problem we have is that the people between them and the North are not really thinking the way we are thinking. If there's a way these Borno people who are not Fulanis will relocate to Benue and they will team up with the people, the Biafrans, that's when you will see the result of everything. You see, what he told me was, the worst tool we have now is Radio Biafra. They say that the worst tool, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made everybody to start listening to Radio Biafra and believing in whatever that he said in Radio Biafra. Now, those people that sold him, that has hijacked this Radio Biafra, is now using the same tool. To make sure that our people are weighed down. Anybody who rise up genuinely today, is either they will go and mention your name in Radio Biafra to be killed, or they will make sure that everything is scattered in Radio Biafra. They know that they have failed. You see, my sister, why they are politically, there's no election. I told you people the other day that Soludo is not yet a governor. Soludo was given an assignment that he must do, and if he doesn't do that, if he didn't do that assignment till the time they have given him, they will impeach him out. They have a lot of reasons, and that's why you don't see any of these gubernatorial candidates that contested before in Anambra criticizing him. In a normal political democratic setting, what Soludo is doing now, you would have heard somebody like Andy Oba or Ifeanyi Oba, all those people criticize him. Have you heard them criticize him? No. Because they are waiting for anybody. Once Soludo is kicked out, once he makes a visit and kick him out, they will fix in any of them. That's what is happening. You see, what these people are doing is that anywhere they will identify somebody to come, because it's because they know that we are strong. They know we are mentally tough. And the only way to weigh us down is to use our people. And they know that if you use our people, when you rise up against your brother, maybe you know that this person is like now, Soludo now. Let me be frank with you. Soludo is trying to destabilize Anambra. If Anambra people rise up against Soludo, Nigerian media, Sahara Reporter and all those useless media, they will still come up to say Igbo people are fighting one another. You see how they are catching us. And once they post it on media, immediately everybody, Igbo people, they don't like themselves. Igbo people, they hate themselves and all this. That's exactly the plot. So now, what is left for us now to do is self-discipline. You have to really discipline yourself. We are good in analysis. They have infiltrated us. This one now is Agwo Abana Nuju. Imazebo Deminishi. That is what it means. Snake has entered the hole. Nobody knows where the head is. So you have to be self-disciplined. All these things we're analyzing since these people have entered us. And that's why they made sure that the Anambra election had. Then another one is that these people who are clamoring for what do you call it, the security stuff you are saying, look at what they are doing. You see, look at what they are doing. They know that if the world see Nigerian army, police in their uniform, killing and burning people's houses, they will know that this is Nigerian army. So what they did was to encourage these governors to inform civilian security. They are not much. Most of them are not even Igbos. Most of them are not Biafrans. So they will, like now, if anything happens, you see the news. Even we Biafrans are making that mistake. You will say, Nigerian army in conjunction with Ebubago. When they will send the news, they will say that terrorists attack and bomb people's houses in the southeast. You see how they are covering themselves, and we are helping them to cover it. Because they have already formed this Ebubago, and we have accepted this Ebubago politically. We call Ebubago. No, there's nothing like Ebubago. Ebubago died that time. There's nothing like Ebubago. When Mazinani Kalu was broadcasting, that's when he destroyed that Ebubago, and people left them. Now, what they are doing is that now they use the name, they will use the name of Ebubago, the military from Nigeria and the police. They will come and kill people, destroy people under the cover of Ebubago. Who are the Ebubago? They will say that the Southeast people, they are fighting one another. And the IPOB, because they have planned with most of these, all these wicked people. Mazin Nanukalo was alone. When he was all those guys he was working with, they're all criminals. They are all devils. He was just alone. Because all the intel he shared with them and all the little things they know, that's what they are using to work against their people. So that is why the Radio Biafra is a bad tool. If there is a way, our people will be told to stop listening to Radio Biafra. Let me be frank with you. If people stop listening to Radio Biafra, let me be frank with you, to stop it until now. That's why I blamed Mazi Simon Ekpa for when that Radio Biafra when they wanted to shut it down. He was a person that raised alarm. If that radio was shut down, we would have been safer. There wouldn't have been any room for us to go on this. So what I'm saying is that trying to encourage people to be self-disciplined and know actually that this time around, don't trust anybody. Your left and your right and all these things. That is what I want to say. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much. Our brother Nwanne is back. I don't know if you have anything to contribute. Our brother, welcome. Thank you, Amazi Okenwa, for this wonderful contribution. Nwanne, welcome back. Do you
Thank
want
you so
to
much.
say something?
Thank you. Miss Linda, here I come again. You see, the issue of our people complaining. We want gold for free. But even America have told you, how many centuries ago, think of what you will do for your country and not what your country will do for you. If we cannot sacrifice now that we are stronger, now that we are more equipped, more learned, and in larger number, as compared to what happened during the Civil War, trust and believe me, we may not get Biafra again. Everybody is suffering. Even those abroad, it's not easy on them because they send money home all the time. They work to get money. It's not easy. But for us, it's better to fight once. Just like they say, he who fights and runs away lives to fight another day. If Biafra had won the Civil War, all this issue would not have come up again. But because we were not together and because we were unable to defeat, that is why we are back to it again. So our people should understand that, hey, it is a price. And it is not just them. But at the same time, they should be thankful that they have people who are having foresight, people who are sending something to support them. If everybody is in that country, like you said, people telling you they are abroad and they are telling them to go and fight. Nobody is telling them to fight. All they said is sit at home. Sit at home is not, you're not touching weapon, you're not carrying any weapon. It's just your right that you are exercising. But unfortunately, because Nigerian politicians are so stupid and ignorant, and our people are listening to those fools, They threaten them. How can you threaten somebody that they must open their shop? Did you give them money to open a, did you start the business for them? The answer is no. Did you give them any loan? The answer is no. Are you giving them free shop? The answer is no. So absolutely they cannot do that. They have no right to do that. All they can do is to shake up and try to threaten people, but they cannot do more than that, because sit at home is your right, and you cannot. Things has never been easy. Things has never been cheap. Okay, like Brother Chuk said, during the COVID, everybody was staying home, even those abroad. Forget about the politics they show you on the TV. Oh, America give their citizens 2 million. All lies.
America can give.
All lies. And trust me, those who get the money are paying it back during their tax period.
Exactly.
They will send you a paper to send to your tax preparer that you're owing the state, but they call it a relief. It's not a relief. It's a temporary loan.
Yeah.
And if you don't pay them that money, trust me, if you have a house, they are coming for it.
Of course.
They will first of all garnish your checks. Not only that, they will come after your belongings. So what kind of help is that? Absolutely nonsense. So you see, our people are used to listening to propaganda, listening to the wrong news. Yes, Radio Biafra was, unfortunately, it came against, the IPOB or the Biafrans. But we have to understand, the reason for setting up Radio Biafra wasn't the purpose they used it for.
Since his network is back. Mr. Do Good, you called before I brought you in. I wanted our brother Wanne to finish before I bring you in. If you are still there, please call back. If you call in and that somebody is speaking, I'm going to leave you at the front stage until the person finish what he's saying. Then I will give you opportunity. So, Mr. Do Good, if you are still there, you can still call in. I'm sorry, since our brother is having technical problem. Like you can see, it seems he's driving. When he gets to the place that doesn't have a network coverage, it's going to be seized. If you get your network back, please, you can still call back and finish what you are saying. So, my brother Chooks, you can continue your discussion.
Yeah, so as we are saying, just in what my brother Okenwa mentioned now about the issue of Radio Biafra. The case of Radio Biafra is very, very open now, and you can see that they have deviated from the actual mission that channel was made for. But I thank Chukwu Okikabam. Now we have Voice of Biafra. We have Voice of Biafra now, 97.5 FM, that everybody is listening to. And that is the one we are now pushing forward. Everybody in Biafra land, if you have your family in Biafra land, tell them to connect to 95.5 FM Voice of Biafra. The Voice of Biafra is now taking charge and taking over. And I believe why our brother Simon Ekpa made sure that Radio Biafra was reinstated that time was that Radio Biafra is a legacy of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. It's a legacy of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. It's something that we cannot afford to lose. Radio Biafra will be celebrated. It will continue to remain in the memory because that was the foundation of the struggle. That was the foundation. That was where Mazin Nnamdi Kanu laid the foundation for more than a decade. He was preaching. That was where Mazin Nnamdi Kanu gained the followership he has. That was where he win our hearts. Every one of us. That was where he won our hearts. So we have to protect it and keep it until when he comes back. I believe that when he comes back, that very Radio Biafra will be sanitized. It will be sanitized. In as much as now they are not pushing the message they are supposed to push, they are using it for something that is much more negative So many things that have never ever been done in that platform is what is being done. Just like the issue of handing over a Biafran to Janjaweed government, handing over the Biafran people to the hand of the enemies. Mazen Nandekano have never ever done such in Radio Biafra. Mazen Nandekano have never handed any Biafran man to the hand of the enemies to be killed. Never. He has never done that in Radio Biafra. But today, it doesn't matter the kind of offense the person commits. It doesn't matter the crime he commits. There are so many people who have committed one crime or the other in the past. But Mazen Nandekano has never ever on Radio Biafra hand them over to the enemy. No, he wouldn't do that. There are ways we handle our own problem. We are supposed to be handling our own problem by ourselves. We can't be able, it is not right for us to hand over our brothers and sisters to the enemy. It's a very wrong thing to do. No matter how bad your own child is, no matter how bad a child is, no matter how bad you give birth to a child that their mother and father gave birth to, no matter how bad that child is, you cannot come in that family and say you want to take that child and kill, and the parents will keep silent and be watching you. They will not be watching at you. Even if the child is a criminal, the parents will always stand with that child and defend that child. At the end of the day, when they bring the child home, they can beat him, flog him, and do all manner of things. You see some parents sometimes when their child commits a crime, they will take that child and run away. Sometimes they will send the child abroad. It's not because they are in support of that crime, but being parents that they are, they cannot watch their own children being destroyed. You have seen in several cases, when a child will commit an offense, the parents will hide the child, or they will take the child and fly the child abroad. It doesn't literally mean that they are supporting that child. Deep down in their heart, they don't support what that child have done. They are not in support. But they cannot stay and watch their child being destroyed in their own eyes. That is why they give that protection to their children. And that is what Radio Biafra is supposed to be doing. It doesn't matter the crime any Biafran have committed. It doesn't matter what they have done. You don't have to condemn them and hand them over to death in Radio Biafra. It's not done anywhere. But today, that is what is being done. But I thank Chukwu Okabe that now we have the voice of Biafra. And I believe majority in Biafra land today are keen in and listening to Voice of Biafra, 97.5 FM in Biafra land. And very soon it's going to take over everywhere. And when Mazen Nandekano comes out, he will take charge of everything and unite them together again. We must have to continue to do what everything we are doing now is to save our life. We are in a very critical situation and it's a matter of life and death. This thing we are talking about is not a child's play. It's not a child's play. Sometimes we are only waiting for it to happen to us before we know how serious it is. We are in a very critical time. People are being made homeless. People are being made orphan. Women are being made widows. Men are being made widowers. A lot of things are happening in Biafra land as you are watching this video. Some people don't have the opportunity you have to watch this video as you're watching. Some people have lost their businesses. So many Biafrans are facing different challenges. It is not only the ones you are seeing the book, they have gone to the extent of destroying our businesses. You see, anytime you hear, you see in the past 2 years, or last year and this year, you have been hearing burning of market set on fire, markets on fire, market on fire. Don't you ask yourself, who are those people that they are in that market that is burning? Every time you hear that a market is set on fire, it is the economy of Biafran people, the business of Biafran people that are being burnt down. Go and check. Anytime you hear that market is set on fire, 90% of the people who are in that market, 95% of people who are in that market, they are Biafrans. Have you asked yourself, have you ever had the government giving any compensation to them? Have you had any state government giving compensation to all those markets where they have been destroyed? All the people that have lost their livelihood, their businesses destroyed, their market and money destroyed. Have you ever had any state government giving them any relief? Have you even had any state government coming out to say they want to check and make sure they stop the cause of those fires? Have you ever had that any governor in Biafra land decided to open up a fire brigade and put a fire equipment near every market in Biafra land? Have you ever had that? Have you ever had that they bought any fire equipment and put in the markets in Biafra land? That is to show you that these people, they know what they are doing. They are fighting us on different front, and it's a matter of life and death. And every Biafran, for now that we still have our life and we can still breathe and we can still talk, we still have the opportunity to come online. You have to continue to encourage your fellow Biafrans. Mainly our brothers and sisters in Biafra land. We pray for them and encourage them. Anything you know you can do, anything you know you can do to make your voice be heard, continue to do it. When an instruction is being given, an instruction that will benefit you and your future and your born generation, participate in it. When you're hearing sit at home, nobody is telling you to carry placard and begin to protest outside. Because if you protest, they're going to shoot you. Nobody is telling you to go and confront the military or go and confront the police. No, don't do that. The only thing we are demanding from you is to sit at home. When you hear sit at home, on Monday, more especially, sit at home. On Sunday, we also want to take on Sunday and put on it, sit at home. Let us do it. Let us do it. Already the sit at home on Monday is working marvelously well. What we should be thinking about is how to add more days to it. The enemy we are up against has come to kill, to steal, and to destroy. Nothing else. That is their mission. They have no other mission. The only mission the enemy have is to kill, to steal, and to destroy. And they are not joking about their plans. Just like my brother Okenwa have said, they have infiltrated us so much. They are inside now. They are inside. They have infiltrated us. So it's now our future and our safety now depends on us. You can't even trust your own brother. You can't even trust your father, your mother. You can't even trust the person next door to you. Everything you are doing, you have to be very careful and look at your shoulder. Every advice you get, you must have to think about it twice. Focus your mind and heart on Chukwu Okike Abiama before you listen to any advice. Let Chukwu Okike Abiama direct you and teach you and show you that which is truth. The truth is very, very clear. For those who are saying that they don't know which one is the truth, truth is very clear. And if anybody is pretending that he doesn't know what it is, that is just a pretense. May Chukwu Okike Abiama protect every one of us.
Okay.
Thank you,
welcome back, my brother. Okay, welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah, yes, my sister. Emma, what my brother is just saying now, there are many things that there's something I want to call this our brother to tell him, but since I am saying that, let me just open it up now. Please, this protest that they are scheduling with our brothers Oduduwa and Ambazonia. Yes, I am getting a reliable, very reliable. I had wanted to call on Sima or Mazi Simon to tell him this, but since I am here, in case, because sometimes their programs, they it might be so busy that you might not have the time to call on Sima. Yes. So what I'm saying there now is, their score they are making now across. They will call you as a Biafra. They will ask you, are you for DOS or are you autopilot? Once you make the response, once you answer, I am for the truth. Once you say I'm for the truth, they know that you are autopilot, and they are planning to poison a lot of people. They are planning to poison a lot of people. Please be careful. Even if you are going on that protest, know the people you are going close to. I'm very sorry. It's not that I am anti that protest, but the people in fact, it's no more. We are no more fighting against Nigeria now. It's against even ourselves. The people who feel that there is something they will gain in killing their own brothers, they are now preparing to harm a lot of people there. Please, that is this thing I wanted to call Osima. If I have opportunity of getting through their programs today or tomorrow, I will. But if I didn't, anybody who is listening to this broadcast, please let them know.
Don't worry.
I am not.
I'm going to convey this information to Biafra Unite. From and there, he can
yes, and yes, and if they call you, they ask you, are you for
They have been
autopilot.
asking me. They have been writing me, asking me.
Exactly.
So I know
If they call you and answer, be very diplomatic. Ask them that has the body been divided, that you are not aware of which one is this one and which one is that one. That's ask them. And you know that anybody who calls you to say that thing is an agent. They have a lot of agent plus agent. You know, there are many people who are living abroad now. They are not, they just come, they don't have any place to be, they don't have anything doing. So they give them these stipends to encourage them and all these things. And that's one of the things they are angry. Say that Simon Ekpa and his group has stopped the flow of this money. And they are very, very angry. They say that instead of it not to, let them, they are no more interested in what we are fighting on. Let me be frank with you. And that's why you see they are even our brother, our Mazin Nandi Carlos in-law. He's equally saying that Mazin Carlos should crown a president. He was even encouraging him. He's encouraging him to crown a president. That is, this is indirectly telling him that he should just stop the agitation. So he said that he can crown a president, that he can just take one person and say, okay, I want this person to represent us as they are looking for Igbo presidency. Then they will make him king and he will go and be enjoying and all these things. That is all.
What about the poor people that
that is the thing. This is selfishness. They're very, very selfish. And that is what is on. Like yesterday, if you had listened to this brother Sima's program, I love the way Dr. Nelly lashed at Mazi Simon Ekpa. To tell you that this autopilot, it doesn't mean any truth you see, even if against your own brother. Say it.
Really, I didn't watch the I don't watch the program. What did he say? What did she say?
You know that there is order of the day there now of this. Everybody is doing super chat. Yes.
Yes.
But now there's one particular lady. They called her name. That I think there's one initiation they initiated that because of this. Yes, I know the people can spam your comments on the comment section, writing something that will be making YouTube to restrict your views and everything.
Yes.
Then they had to do Simon Ekpa, because to correct that thing, initiated this of a group, people on the gold and the silver membership and all these things.
Okay.
So that it will help you.
Yes.
So that it will help you to comment. So they effected that on the wrong day, where this man from World Igbo Congress came to his program, and he was saying something. He didn't even mention Mazina. He was just saying Igbo said this thing. So that was very, very wrong, and people could not comment. And you know, Mazi Simon Ekpa should know that his platform is just like when Mazin Nandi Kalu was broadcasting. Yes, everybody has the opportunity, has this thing on that. He should know that he's now a public figure. He's no more Mazi Simon Ekpa he used to know. No, he's off from that whatever. He's now a public figure. So that's what she was trying to correct. That is wrong. And what she is saying, you know, that woman, sometimes you don't know the gift you have. You say what she is saying, that's the same mistake that this secretary Mazi Nandi Kalu had. And that's one of the reasons we are passing through what we are passing through now. Because when you have those girls around you, those women around you, trying to praise you, try to give you one or two things, try to do, there's every tendency that the enemy will infiltrate you through them. So that's what she said yesterday. And in fact, everybody was so happy because I was afraid after that restriction of comments, they say, hey, because the enemy has the money, they can buy the membership even to the good all through. And you'll be doing membership, and people who will be commenting on your program are only those who are members.
That is not good. I'm not aware of this. I haven't listened to his
no, he just tested it actually. He even said that let him check if this thing was a reason for restricting his comments or disturbing his program. That if it's the reason, then that will be encouraged. Then that whenever he has an important program like the one he had last time, that we might restrict on comments, leave it for only people on this thing. And Dr. Nelly was telling him on that program that, look,
They will go
are
and give
now.
many people money to
Yeah,
comment. Now, to
exactly. You
become
are
member,
now a public
how much does
figure.
it cost?
That a freedom fighter has no reason for all those things. In fact, there is a way if
And
I can call.
again, it will not show. It is not a good image for Simon, but people
That
will
is
not be seeing it as if
exactly.
he's looking for money.
That is
It's not a good
exactly.
thing
That's
at all.
exactly why his reason for doing that might be genuine. That they are spamming and all these people sending all sorts of things on comment, and YouTube will be restricting your programs. So now she's, and I like the way she called her to prove to people that it's not all about this. Even if as somebody as Simon Dr. Neri can still call him out. Because in fact, yesterday when I called, I sent message, I told them that if you had the media space when Mazin Nadikalo was there, she would have been shouting. Maybe those people who were around them would be uncomfortable. That's the thing. So my
Of course,
dear,
this is the type of sorry for interrupting you. When you
no, it's
make
okay.
something that I need, this is the type of Mazin Nandikan. If you watch Mazin Nandikan, even if you are his best friend, if you make mistake, he will call you out. He will correct you. That is the way honest people behave. You don't cover evil because this person is your friend. When your friend is doing bad thing, you will support him, you will cover him. You don't like the person, which means you are leading that person to destruction. Your best friend is I told you, not I would have tell you. That is not a good friend.
Exactly. That's all you you said is just the gasket according to this thing. So that's why I'm trying to let you know that this thing has gone to real autopiloted stage of this thing. Please don't trust anybody. If anybody comes to you and wants to have private, okay, we are Biafrans, please run away. If the person wants to as you are doing platform now, the person wants to say anything. If they are doing fundraising for years and the person will, don't ever you have a bodily contact with anybody physically. Want to discuss. They are the agents. They are everywhere now. What they are fishing out now is, do you know what they did in Radio Biafra? People didn't know. Even Dr. Ed didn't know this thing, but I had to get an intel. When you call and you are against this thing, they will take your number. That's how they fish out the numbers of those people. When you call and you criticize these people, after the program, they will mark and take your number. And they will go back calling you and be asking you if you are for this, if you are to be conscious, and be tracking you as they're calling you. Most times they will call you in a friendly way and they want to come very close to you. Like now I'm in United States. If they are around me, they will be calling me, where are you? The other one called me. He said that he's the other way around. Can he come so that we'll sit down and discuss? And what are we discussing? We can't discuss on phone. I'm busy. I'm a busy man. So what do you think we can discuss and we can discuss on phone? Evil people walking around. Thank you. That's what I want to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, my brother. I'm going to convey this message to Biafra United, and Chuk Survivor will also carry the message because he will be doing live this evening. Chuk Survivor, somebody wrote here. Diana said, he said, Mazi Chuks. How can I? Mazi Chuks, can you remember that I sent you this message last week about what Okenwa is saying now? Can you attest to that, Chuk Survivor?
Yeah, she did. I saw the message. She sent it.
Okay, so I want you to continue. I don't know what is wrong with our people, and the one that pains me the most is these people that is standing on the way of this agitation or actualization of Biafra. They are living abroad. They know everything. They see how freely, how good the environment is. Is it a bad thing if these good things are being extended to the poorest of the poor, which is the main focus of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not fighting for the rich people because rich people, they have it all. I think they don't need another thing. What about the poor man? As I'm speaking with you right now, there are some people in Biafra land that cannot see food to eat. There are some people that don't even have roof to cover their hair. There are some people who cannot see clothes to put on. These are the people Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stands for. Somebody is advising him to to appoint presidency, and so that he will be enjoying yourself. What happens to the poor? What happens to the poor man in Biafra land that is suffering? What happened to the poor man that is in Biafra land that is that cannot attend, that cannot go to the hospital because of money, and even because of a lack of good healthcare system? And people still want to remain in perpetual poverty, eating from your hand, from your mouth to your hand. Any money that give you, anybody that collect money in this Biafra struggle have eaten blood money, and it will never be well with that person. You have eaten your future, you have eaten your children's future, you have eaten your entire generation future, because that money will finish. How much money will somebody give to you that will solve your problem? The more money you have, the more problem you will have. The more money you have, the more problem will come to you. Why can't we do this? Why can't we do this collectively? Forget about this money. Everybody, money, money, money. If you go to Facebook, account, the money, what are they doing with that money? Money that will just, you can finish a day that can just vanish, then you go back to where you are coming from. This thing is making me to feel sad whenever I hear such people, especially those who think that everything is okay for them. They don't need anything. When you are talking about Biafra, even Mazina Dekano, some people see him as an obstacle. Until Biafra comes and our land is developed, that is when people will begin to appreciate Mazina Dekano. There will be a time that these Ibsa politicians, they will look for somebody like Maz. As mberede nyere dike na mberede ka eji ama dike. Ihe si ike asị kedu ebe dike nọ. There will be a time. Don't worry. After 2023 election, after this year 2023, the eyes of the Igbo politicians, their eyes will be open. Then they will understand that Nigeria is not for them. So my brother, please continue. And if you're watching us, you want to call and contribute, please. The line is open now. You can call, share this program, like this platform, subscribe. There's a subscription button there. It doesn't cost you anything. Just click on it. You put on your notification bell to all, so that you'll be getting notified each time we upload video in this platform. So my brother, choose, please. Can you continue?
Yes, my sister. The struggle, the restoration of Biafra that we are into now is, it has gotten to a very tough stage. That's why I used to say that it's a matter of life and death, and it's not something that we got to play with. We have to be much more serious than we are, because the infiltration has become so much. We are on the last days. We are on the last days of the victory. We are getting to the end of the tunnel, and so many people are going to fall by the side. And as they are falling, they want to drag people along with them. They want to drag people along with them. That is why we have to be watchful. We have to be watchful and careful. You know, we have to, some people have sold their soul to the enemy. They have sold their soul to the devil. You know, some people want to do everything possible to protect themselves. It's just like what you are seeing even in the restoration of Biafra today. The same thing you are seeing in that caliphate called Nigeria, that Nigerian government. So many things you see. Some people have taken that attitude of Nigerian government and they brought it into the agitation. So many people who are agitators, they are behaving just the same way the caliphate is behaving. That is why I used to say that even after we have gotten Biafra, we have a lot of work to do. This our broadcast will not stop. When we get Biafra, that is when we will start the main broadcast. After Biafra have come, that is when we will start the main broadcast to begin to sensitize the people and begin to clean up those dirty things they have in their head. Because a lot of our Biafran people have been infiltrated with the Janjaweed mindset. A lot of people have imbibed the Janjaweed mindset. The Nigerian mentality is working very, very strong in so many of us who are Biafrans. The Nigerian mentality is so strong in so many of us that for us to be able to overcome it, we will start a very new sensitization. After Biafra have come, that is when we will have the major work to do, to sensitize our people, let them know the right thing to do and begin to change their mindset from that caliphate mindset to imbibe the Biafran mindset. That is when we'll have a major work to do. Because today, so many Biafrans are having the Nigerian mentality in them. That is why you see people protecting their evil. You see, as you see some of our politicians, the reason why they can never support Biafra is because the Nigerian government is paying their bill. Because the money they are getting, the loot they have looted is from Nigerian government. And they believe that if they support Biafra, that blood money will stop to flow. That evil money will stop to come. They can no longer be able to live their flamboyant lifestyle. They can no longer be able to sponsor all those criminals. They can no longer be able to be called Lord. They will not be respected the way I mean. They cannot be going with convoy anymore. They will not be blowing siren again when they are going. That is why they don't want to support Biafra, and they will never support Biafra. The same thing is what you see today in the Biafra struggle. Some people today want to continue to maintain that old status quo that they know that is not working. They want to support something that's evil simply because that person there is their friend, simply because the person is paying their house rent, simply because the person is giving them some small money every day, simply because the person is giving them the recharge card every day to make sure that their internet doesn't stop, simply because the person is in their clique. They want to support every lie that the person is telling, even when the lie is very open, even when they know that this person is lying. They want to support the person. Some people in the struggle want to continue to hold on to that thing that they know is evil. They continue to hold on fraud. They continue to defraud their own people, tell lies against their own brothers. When you want to let them to know the truth, they will prefer to poison you instead of them changing from that thing they know that is paying their bill, even when they know that that thing is evil. That is what we are seeing. That is that caliphate mentality that have gone into some Biafrans. And we have to be ready to fight it. You have seen the information that is coming. It is not something new. It is not something new. Every one of us have to know that that is what is about to come. When you will see somebody who is a Biafran coming on live video to threaten a fellow Biafran with a knife, will be boasting and say, I will cut off your head if you don't do this or do this. A fellow Biafran. You see somebody will come on Radio Biafra and be calling the enemy. Somebody who is the enemy, you know that this person is the enemy of the family. Call the enemy to go and arrest your own brother. You'll be announcing it openly. You see somebody writing a petition against his own brother. Your own brother, two of you are fighting for freedom. Everybody fighting for freedom, but you are busy writing to your slave master, that person that is putting you and your brother in slavery. You are writing to him to come and kidnap only your brother and leave you, instead of you fighting along with your brother. That is the kind of evil we see. And it is not something that is something that is bound to happen. It is everywhere, but we must have to be careful. We must have to be careful. We don't have to give in to all those things. Every Biafran have to be very, very careful, because we are getting to the end of the road. As it's getting tough, that is when it's getting to an end. It's going to be tougher. It is going to be tougher than it is today. They are going to take the life of more people. Insecurity will increase. Death will increase. Everything will increase. But those who are firm, those who are mentally sound, will always succeed. And many will walk into Biafra alive and raise the flag of Biafra, no matter what the enemy does. So many of us will walk into Biafra and raise the flag of Biafra. And that is my prayer for everybody that is watching this video. Anybody that's watching this video, any place you're watching from, every one of us, my prayer is that we will be alive, walk into Biafra, and we will all raise the flag and celebrate with our spring Labazin Nandekam in the front. No weapon formed or fashioned against us shall prosper. We will continue until Biafra come. Thank you, my sister.
My brother, there's one topic we are going to look in, and this will be our last topic for today. Then we'll call it a day. Is I don't know, maybe I believe you have heard it. Where Apostle Suleman calls Igbos fools. What do you have to say about it?
Thank you, my sister. I have seen the video of Apostle Suleman, and I made a video about it also on my channel. my page. I made the video regarding to that very thing. He said, you know, Apostle Suleman that I know, in that very message, if you look at the message properly, you can see that when he was starting that message, he had a good intention. He had a good intention when he was starting the message. And that's message, what I see to be the title of that message is self-preservation. What is supposed to be the title of that message was self-preservation. If you listen to the message very well, you see that he started saying, when he was making his comment, he started by talking about the South, and Southeast. He wasn't only talking about the Southeast. It was about self-preservation of the people. People should think about themselves, how to preserve themselves. That was what that message was intended to be. But along the line, he missed it. He missed it. And why he missed it is because every single one of them have always begun to follow this caliphate mentality of using the Igbo Biafrans as a soft target. I don't know why the Igbo Biafrans have become a soft target for people. On that message he was preaching, when he was preaching that message, I watched the message carefully from beginning and coming. When he started, he was talking fine. He was talking about self-preservation, which I believe if he had preached that self-preservation, if he has preached it without narrowing it down to the Igbo Biafrans, if he has preached that message without narrowing it down to Igbo Biafrans alone, the message will be understood. People are going to buy it because it is a very good message, self-preservation. You must have to be beautiful inside. Don't just clean the outside of the cup. You have to clean the inside. That was the message he was supposed to preach. But where he got it wrong is that he began to narrow it down to the Biafran people. And because the Igbo Biafrans are always a soft target, many people believe that when they talk bad about the Igbo Biafrans, that the people will hail them and raise hand. Every eyes will support them. People will pay attention. He got carried away and he began to talk about the Igbo Biafrans. And he missed it all. Every example he was given from that very place where he was talking becomes wrong. When he talked about the foolish Igbos he meant, he wasn't talking about the whole Igbos. He wasn't talking about the whole Igbos. But where the problem is that Suleman has no right to address the Igbo people the way he did. He has no right to talk about the issue of Igbos. He himself, he has no right to talk about Igbos or call Biafrans out. He has no right to do such a thing. Because, number one, in that message, he said he doesn't support the disintegration of Nigeria. He doesn't support the breakup of Nigeria. He supports one Nigeria. But Biafran people stand for Nigeria. So, Suleman is an enemy. He doesn't have any right to talk about the Biafra issue in that very speech. And him not being an Igbo, he has no right to begin to call the Igbos out. He should focus on his own people also. And for the fact that he himself being from Awuchi is Biafra. Awuchi party is Biafra. And he denied his own people. He denied Biafra. He said he's fighting for one Nigeria. He supports one Nigeria. So he is equally doing the same thing he's telling us to do is what he's not doing. He is not preserving his own people. That's self-preservation that he wants to preach. He is not following the self-preservation. He's also talking against that same thing he was preaching. So Suleman has no right whatsoever to address the Igbo people. He has no right whatsoever to address the Biafran issue. He has no right. And when you look at it, where you will find out that his address and his speech was out of, will I call it out of envy or jealousy or out of stupidity or out of looking for attention or whatever?
That was
the examples he gave were all false examples. All his example was false. He said that Igbos don't love themselves. Let me tell you, in that contraption called Nigeria, there is no tribe that love themselves the way Igbos love themselves. None. And I can give you examples. Love is not just in the mouth. Love is not just by mouth. It's not just by saying it. If you look through actions, in our actions, the people, there is no tribe in Nigeria that love themselves the way Igbos love themselves. It is because of the love of the Igbos. That was why we were able to survive the civil war. After the civil war of 3 years, many people lost their life. And Igbos, no matter the amount you have, we are given 20 pounds alone. Our properties were destroyed. The only way we were able to survive today and became large again, became the holders of the economy of Nigeria, is because we were one, united together, carrying each other in our shoulders. We were supporting each other, carrying each other in our soldiers. And up to today, Igbos are the major tribe that are supporting themselves. There is no tribe in Nigeria that has supported themselves like Igbos. Even the international bodies have come to Nigeria to study the issue of Mwaboy. When you hear about Mwaboy, 90% of the people who are living a good life in Biafra today are passed through that Mwaboy. 90% of Igbos that are doing well survive through their own people. When you talk about the community union, it is the Igbos that introduced the issue of community union. When you see community meeting, in any place you go, you see Igbos having their community meetings. They commune together. Community in their states, community in their villages, in their local government, different stages. And each and every one of them are supporting themselves. Suleman did not see all this. Suleman picked an example of a Mwaboy that steals the money from his master. A Mwaboy that when you take Mwaboy will take money from his master and he will go and build house for his own family. Suleman forgot that Mwaboy in that country called Nigeria, that there are many people, many Mwaboys who have become whom they are through their masters. Through their masters, that issue of Mwaboy issue have made 80% of Biafrans who are doing well today went through that very stage. Our businessmen that are holding the economy in that very country called Nigeria today went through that Mwaboy system. And it was the Igbos by themselves. And I have heard there's a video I saw, a video that Aisha made. Aisha, that's the activist, Aisha Ahmed. Aisha made a video. Aisha, in that video, said that the reason why some people are angry for the Igbos is because Igbos only carry themselves, their own brothers from Mwaboy. They don't carry other tribe. They only carry themselves. That when they want to carry Mwaboy, they carry only themselves. They don't carry other people. Suleman did not see all this. Suleman is bold to tell me that Igbos hate themselves. When you talk about love, Igbos love themselves more than any other tribe in Nigeria. Suleman gave another example about the Senate president. He was giving an example of Senate president, that Igbos were removing themselves as senator. Removing themselves as Senate president, were removing themselves. He has given that example 2 times. I don't know why a man like Suleman, with all his experience and his claimed knowledge, does not know that Igbo man doesn't have that right to remove Senate president in that manner. That very slot at that time was given to the Igbos. And if you remove them 100 times, they will be the one to be placed there. The only man who has the power to influence the removal of the Senate president is the president in charge, who is Obasanjo at that time. The only man who has the influence to remove the Senate president is the president, Obasanjo. Once the Senate president is not dancing to his tune, he will do everything possible to remove that person. And if you don't know about it, the practical example of it is what happened during the time of Saraki. When Saraki was there as the Senate president, you saw what Saraki saw. You saw the way Muhammad Buhari was fighting Saraki because Saraki was not going to dance to his tune. Saraki was challenging him at everybody time, and he was trying by all means possible. The only mission they had was to remove Saraki, but they were not be able to remove Saraki because they didn't have the majority in the Senate. They didn't have the numbers. They didn't have the number. That was why they couldn't be able to remove Saraki. So how can Suleman telling me that the removal of Namani and whatsoever Senate president was done by the Igbos? Igbos remove their brother. Igbos remove their brother. When you put Igbo, Igbo remove their brother. A lie from the pit of hell. Lie from the pit of hell. And the pastor was standing in the pulpit telling that lies. Not the first time. He has made it said that lie before.
Not only that, standing on the pulpit calling people stupid, all sort of name. You are a pastor. There's something that somebody wrote here that makes me to laugh. Before our brother Okenwa will say something, he said, look at a dog calling in the Igbo when he should focus his stupidity, sleeping energy, and with different women on how to emancipate his own Fulani Hausa dominated people in Auchi and immediate environment. So this is what Suleman should be doing. A lot of scandals before, when people talk about him that way, I don't believe, but with the recent videos he's making, it seems those allegations that is being levied against him is nothing but the truth. My brother Okenwa,
he doesn't have any right. He doesn't have any right. He doesn't have any right to speak on the issue of Biafra and the Igbos. He doesn't have any right. His message was supposed to be self-preservation. If you want to preach self-preservation, preach self-preservation on a flat level. When you preach it on a flat level, people will understand it. But for you to narrow it down and begin to demonize the Igbo people, and the Igbos are the most loving people. They love themselves. There's no much hatred.
Somebody who claims to be
there is nothing that is happening in Igbo land today that is not happening in other tribes. It is even much more serious, much more dangerous, and much more serious in other tribes. The only thing that is making it different, making it look as if it is worse in the Igbo side, is because Igbo people, we don't keep silent when we see something. We speak up. Exactly. We speak up. We don't keep silent. That is why you are seeing that if everything is terrible. The thing that's happening in Biafra, it is happening worst in other places. Even when you talk about the coastal region, the coastal side of Biafra, the kind of things that are happening in that area, the kind of fraud, the kind of evil that's happening there, you can't imagine it.
Well,
you can't imagine it, and they're not complaining.
My brother choose. When I look at all of them that is coming out to as insult Igbo, I don't blame them. As what boy is the right and the opportunity that our Eastern politicians gave to them. They have told them that they are not, they are mumu, they are able. Assuming there is somebody like Mazin Nandikan, if we have three of Mazin Nandikan, that you will come out like this and talk about. If Mazin Nandikan was here, he would have answered the question now. You will see he will not talk. They are just talking now because they see that Mazin Nandikan is not around. Assuming Mazin Nandikan is, when Bishop Coker came out to speak, Mazin Nandikan sent him inside. I posted a recent video of this Bishop Coker or whatever. You saw everything he said. So that is what I'm saying. If Mazin Nandikan is still outside, and this what is his name, Suleman, I even think that before he's an Hausa myself, came out to call Igbo this name, Mazin Nandikan will send him inside, and it's our people that gave him this right and opportunity to be insulting him. The way you present yourself, that is the way people respect you. If you present yourself as nobody, people will treat you that way. So that sometimes if I look at them, I don't blame them. I blame our politicians who gave them the right, the opportunity. Now, as I'm speaking with you now, Buhari have threatened to deal with, to destroy anybody who supports any agitation in the Southeast. So these people now, do you expect them to come out and support you when their leader is threatening them? So my brother, I don't know if you have something to say.
I must have something to say. You know, my brother Chuksu, what you're saying is true, but there's something I want to remind us. You see, if we don't understand that Christianity, a type of Christianity they brought to us is a conquering tool, that is not Christianity. If people from Biafra land are listening to us now, listen very, very well. What the Christianity Oyibo is practicing in their land is different from what we are practicing in Nigeria and in Africa. That's, you have to get it. And that tool is a tool. We know that we are so gullible, and you know, they made Christianity a dogmatic religion in the sense that whatever anybody at the pulpit says, that's what you believe. In fact, even anyway, they are doing it. Somebody, a pastor will come out and tell you that it's your mother that is a witch that is killing you. Overnight, you will hate your mother.
Of course.
So that is the thing. You see, the problem here now is that less anybody you see speaking is still an agent to conquer. These people fight from all directions. These are all their agents. Who are the people in the church? 80% of those people in the church listen to him are Igbos. Even more than 80%. The one from Lagos, Bakare tried it. How many of them that did it within a month? Bakare said his own. The same Igbo people are listening. Everybody, the same Igbo people are listening. The most important thing there you understand is that they want to send this message because Igbo people, they understand easily that my brother is my brother. Because I told them, look, our lifestyle is not their own lifestyle. A Fulani man can help you. Like the one person was telling me the other day, an Igbo lady said that she bought something and she was moving in the market and the leather tore. And the Igbo people were there and they didn't give her a leather when she went to ask for the leather to put the leather bag. That it was a Fulani man or an Hausa man that gave her the plastic bag. And for that, Igbo people are this. They say that is exactly what they want, because after doing that, they will say, "Hi, if this your Igbo brothers, now wow, this is because they want to. They will keep on demonizing or they will keep on destroying us, even in the mind of the little ones." You see, we lived with these people up till now. We are still doing business with them. Let me tell you, there is no tribe in Nigeria that love themselves more than Igbo people. And that's why they are fighting till tomorrow to destroy us. They know that we love ourselves. There is no state now you will go. Look at Igbo now. The only problem we have is within us. This issue, and there's one man I know. If I call his name now, his name is a Muslim, but it's not a Fulani man. But his name is Alhaji Okonkwo. He's from Middle Belt. You see why he answered that? He said that he has never seen people like Igbo people. It's not that he has never people that love themselves, people who understand themselves. Even in the market, you go to the market, an Igbo man can use eye to communicate what you can talk on phone for 1 month. You've not. So this thing, all these people, let me tell you, for me, where I was born a Christian, but I'm not practicing that Nigerian Christian. That's why they don't get me. That thing is demonic. That is why how many of them are preaching the word of God? They don't preach the word of God. When Martin Nandikalu was saying it, I felt that he said, no, you are worshiping Satan. You are worshiping evil. In the pulpit, God, you will never stand before people of God and condemning the children of God. It's not done. So you see, all these people are just political agents. Anyone you can do. If I rise up tomorrow now and tie, that's why all the criminal, anybody who you call on Nigeria, they tell you, I am Pastor John, I am Pastor. Run for your life. They are all criminals. They are all evil. Any church, I'm not exempting any church. Both Catholic, Anglican, Pentecostal, whatever, they are all demonic. Because what they do there is not what they practice in their own land. We are in their land. You cannot tolerate. Like in America now, a pastor will go to the pulpit and say that rubbish, and that church is not brought down. It's not possible. That will tell you that it's really those people are the political agents crowned. They pump money to them during the election now, because what he did was to attract the politicians to his church. Hey, this man that is speaking against Igbos must be this thing. They will go to his church. You see, Atiku will go there. When he comes out, Peter Obi will go there. When he comes out, this person, that's what he'll be doing. So what I'm trying to tell our people is that be encouraged. Yes, we know we have our faults, like any other tribe. We have our faults, but we are the best in the whole world. That's the truth of the matter. We are the best in the whole world. Anybody says anything against Igbos, against it, we are the best. Because Oisha in Anoku, we know it, we know beyond other people. That's why they are using our people to fight us.
David Onyekachi, please can you connect your device very well? It's writing not connected here. I wanted to bring you in. Sorry,
so that's my contribution. I wanted to encourage our people, no matter what those people, but lest you believe that it's not only them. Even Igbo pastors, Igbo preachers are saying it too. Do you know that? Igbo pastors, Igbo preachers, bishops, Catholics are also demonizing Biafrans in their own pulpit. So it's not all about
You're right. You're right.
So these people are all agents of Satan. They are all demonic. They are not really distant. So stop believing in them. Stop believing in them. Read your Bible. You see what God is telling you. It's a different message from what they have. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, my
Thank
brother.
you so much, my brother. Thank you so much.
So, my brother, please continue as we are getting to the ending of the program. Okay. David Onyekachi, I'm seeing here device not connected. I don't know, since you don't have internet. I don't know, maybe you should check your internet, then you call back, because I cannot bring you in. You don't have internet where you are calling from.
So my sister, is not this issue of people. That is why I used to always say that we the Igbos, we should not be buying that idea. If anybody tells you that Igbos don't love themselves, shut the person down immediately. Nobody, no tribe in that country called Nigeria has the right to say that Igbos doesn't love themselves. Nobody have that right, the right to say that. No tribe has the right to say that, because there is no tribe in that country called Nigeria that love themselves the way Igbos love themselves. None, not even one. There are so many examples.
In fact, if I didn't see you here today, I would have taken you to court, honestly.
You're welcome, bro.
I would not smile since, because I just...
the sister Linda Kelemo, bro. Chooks, Yagazie, Biafra,
it's like you are tight today.
Welcome.
Yeah. I was out for this a program, but I remembered it just immediately. I left them there, ran away. I said, let me come back.
If you watch this video, you will see that I'll be mentioning your name. I said, this one, you are not here. I hope all is well.
All is well by the grace of God, my sister. How is the family?
Fine, I'm happy to see you now, honestly.
Thank
At least
you.
my mind is relaxed. I said, if I didn't see Chooks, I didn't see you, I didn't see Mr. Okenwa, then I will go on strike again.
Oh,
You're welcome.
Welcome.
Bro, Chooks,
Thank God. Glory be to God.
thank you so much. I bet I'm also so. We are about
rounding off. We are talking about, I believe you watched the video where Suleman, before I thought that man is an Hausa or Fulani man, where he called Igbo people fool. He said that the Igbos are fool. So that is what we are deliberating on before you came in.
They will wonder mine. Thank you so much, and thank you, brother Chooks. And I just want to say, may God bless every Biafran and bless our handwork wherever you are. The Lord will protect us. The Lord will guide us, and He will never allow shame to catch us, no matter what the enemy does against us. Yes, Sister Linda, I do not know whether you will like what I am going to say, my own position concerning, what so-called.
You can say anything. We are in a democratic world. I'm a democratic person. Everybody have the right to say their
you are entitled to your opinion.
Yes.
Thank you. I will not blame him. Ndị Igbo si na ọwụ onye gara n'afịa ya evute nkụ ahụhụ juru n'ime kpọrọ hwe na be ya. When a man decided to, when a man that went to the bush, harvested ants-infested firewood, brought it to the house, invited dinner in his house. If most of these loopholes were covered and there is everywhere is airtight, our behavior speaks for ourselves, judging where we come from. It is only a fool that doesn't know where he comes from. My father is a Ghanaian. My mom is a Nigerian from the Igbo extraction, Obingwa, to be precise. Ndi Abangwa. That is where my mother comes from. I heard stories about Igbo people, and I'm always proud to be part of Igbo people. Honestly speaking, it is only a fool that doesn't know who is, greater than him. Igbos are greater. If Igbos are not greater than any other creation on this earth, why are they prospering? Why did they develop themselves with only 20 pounds given to them after the Civil War? Why do you see them prosper anywhere they go? I mean, those that are doing legitimate job. Why do you see them prosper? Do you know the reason why they are running away from Southeast? Is because of the devastation of the infrastructure in that area. That is what, as if most of the people that they are giving the mantle to provide them with infrastructure, just like other people are receiving the the federal allocation and begin to pour it on their state. Although there is also corruption, but our people refuse to do that. I heard the other time when I was in the north, the governor Yerima, I think was it Yerima or something like that, or I've forgotten his name. The civilian governor of Kaduna State that time. I will remember when I remember. I will let you know. He's dark and tall in complexion. You see, this man. There were roads along southern Kaduna that are federal roads. They were not motorable. You can't even pass them. But this man took his own money, the money from the allocation they gave to him for the state, built this place, and later collected the money from the federal government. What is Abia State government doing? The governor there, forgive my language, that inconsequential governor that will tell people that flyover is not meant for which people? What an arrant nonsense. An SDA man. He is an SDA man. I would like to call my mother is from the SDA 7 Days Adventist. I would like to call him out and call the SDA in Aba East Conference. What are they doing? You sit down there, you see evil going on, you are not talking. Evil will lay on your doorstep like a sheep. That is what the Bible said.
He said.
If these things were done, do you think that our people will be migrating to several places, even where I did not expect them to go to when I was in the army? I found Igbo people all the way in Ngru, Yobe State. Ngru, Yobe State. I found them there. I was asking, this harsh condition, this harsh weather, what are you people doing here? They said they are doing business. And if you see how they did, what they did to those places, they helped to develop those areas. Then when the Igbo people were back home, instead of our people to put their heads together and fight with one common agenda, they are there dividing themselves. And that is the reason why even fools will come and stand up. And immediately that Catholic man said his own. The Reverend Father, the so-called Reverend Father, idiotic Reverend Father, forgive my language, said his own about the Igbo people. The other one too, Suleman, said his own. Then the Oba of Ewo, that the idiotic Kaiman Oba. Kaiman Oba.
All of them have Igbos have become a soft target for them now.
Honestly.
You see, everybody is finding joy and happiness in trampling on us. And we are not helping ourselves. I listened to Nsima's program. I don't want to call that woman's name. See how he was lambasting her own people, laying curse. All sort of rubbish the woman was saying there. Why are we?
You remember last time we did a program. This was the program we had last time when I was telling them, when we were saying that you don't have to say Igbos are cursed. You don't have to talk down on Igbos. But most time you see that it is our people that are promoting this very thing. They help them to promote it. And we are giving them that power to continue to insult us.
Yes.
There is nothing that is happening in Igbo land that is not happening in other places. Worst things are happening in other tribes. Things that are worst. So why is it that we will begin to promote? When you hear people say Igbos don't love themselves, it is we ourselves that say it more. Even when we know that it's a lie, a pure lie. When you talk about the town union, it is the Igbos that brought about the issue of town union. Everywhere you see them, they have their town union. They have their state union, they have their local government union, up to the villages. They come together. When their person die abroad, they will make sure they take the corpse home. They come together as a community. They will sponsor one person to go to school. They come together as a family. They sponsor businesses. That was how we were able to survive from civil war up to today. The Mwaboyi system, Oyibo is even coming to Nigeria to learn about that Mwaboyi system in Biafra.
Exactly.
So how can you see all these things? You overlook it and you are saying Igbos don't love themselves. Which other tribe is helping themselves the way Igbos are helping themselves? Which other one? Mention one. Which other tribe? But it is we that will bring ourselves down. When you see that caliphate man, when you see a Janjaweed bring that idea, you will see an Igbo man will support him. You say, yeah, it's like it's true. Which truth? Which truth is he telling you? The person that is telling you the truth, think from the direction he's coming from. He just want to make you irrelevant. Just like you said. He just want to make us irrelevant. That is their target. They want to push that agenda, push that message, so that you begin to see yourself as inferior. They can't do it on their own. They want to use us to do it, and some of us are falling victim to that. We help them to promote that evil agenda. It is so bad. It is so bad. Just like you said.
You see, that is what I'm saying. I said I will not blame that guy. If you look at what is happening within our ranks, even in IPOB, I listen to IPOB radio to tell you that people are moving away from them. I am not happy. I am not happy. But if you are going to do something, don't use back belly to do some certain things. It will backfire on you. Everybody is calling God. Some people are Pentecostal, some people are ACA, some people are Catholic, some people are Methodists. Everybody, who are they calling? They are calling God. Everybody wants to go where? To have eternal life. But they are coming from different places.
Exactly.
Have they been fighting among themselves? Have they been fighting among themselves? Why can't we, if you know, yes, Brother Linda and Sister, Brother Chooks and Sister Linda, this is what you are doing. You know the direction you are going to. And where is it going to? Biafra.
Biafra.
As Simon Ekpa is doing his own. Where is he leading us? Biafra.
Biafra.
IPOB DOS, do your thing. Let all of us have a common goal and not to come in the public and begin to disgrace ourselves. To give other people the impetus. The impetus to come and speak, make mockery of an Igbo man, a man, Igbo, that the tribe God has blessed. You see, these are some of the things. Our attitude towards ourselves is what is keeping Biafra. I'm telling you the truth. This is what is delaying Biafra. Those in the past did it. And I will always go back to those people, the one that I can remember. The Ike Nwachukwus did it. Major General, retired Major General Ike Nwachuku. Because of what he did in the Civil War, Igbo man, I think from, is it Okigwe side or so, in Abia State or something like that. Because he was fighting under the Nigerian under the Nigerian government, killed his own people. And that was the reason why he was of partly Igbo extraction that was given the 1 mechanized GOC commanding 1 mechanized infantry division in Kaduna way back in the 90s. These are their rules. When you kill your own, they give you medals, you collect laurels from them. When you serve them to their own satisfaction, to use you to get at your own people, at the end they will give you laurels. And today, look at what is happening to us. The same thing is happening. They use Uzodema to kill our people. Now they are also trying to manipulate Soludo to kill our own people. They use Obiano. Obiano was the person that brought IPOB Amazen Nandekano where we are today. If not, I don't think. Maybe I would say, humanly, I would say, well, it is not good. But in spiritual world, in the sight of God, I would say maybe for everything worketh for good to them that love God, whether evil or good.
Exactly.
That is what I would say. You see, these are some of the things, and when you look at it in a human eye, you see evil. You see our people perpetuating evil against their fellow Igbos. Mazen Namdekanu used to say, Ojos Okali want to become a governor, a president of Nigeria. What did you do to, is it Ales Ekweme in Jos convention? Is it PDP convention or whatever convention they had that time? What did you do to your own brother? Now they are coming. Do you want to tell me that these people that you have been, going errands for, errands of killing your own people, satisfying them, when you have finished selling your people to them, put them on the sun. Lest I forget, I saw some names that was published that they are what nonsense. Who gave those names? Who gave those names? I watched a video when the DOS was issuing names, naming names of the people. Today, the zoo police has published them. I saw it on the social media. Right. They've been published. Your own, whether they are bad or whether they are criminals or whether you publish them, you send them out, you want to be politically correct, as if that those people that you are pleasing will look at you as a good person. The same way they look at you, the same way they join you to kill your own people, is the same way they are going to kill you too at the end of it all. I'm looking at these people. So these are some of the things. I'm not going to blame whosoever that speak rubbish or trash, garbage towards Igbo people. As in ihe na-egbu ehihi ya n'afọ. Ihe na-egbu ehihi ya n'afọ. Ọ bụrụ that na this man Nnamdi Kanu, Azikiwe, Nnamdi Azikiwe, anytime I just want to, this thing is confusing me. I don't want to mention Azikiwe. I don't want to mention Nnamdi because that is the initial of our leader. Azikiwe, What did he do? He helped these people where he's supposed to support. He was dancing with them and telling France, I will never forget this. I will continue to say it. I do not know who gets offended. He wrote on the papers that France should stop supporting rebels. The people he called rebels were late Pa Ojukwu and the Biafran soldiers. They were the people he called rebel. One of our own again went to the United Kingdom and announced to the British government and to the world that there is nothing like genocide in Biafra during the Civil War. And we are still doing the same thing today. My
brother, Maxwell, thank you so much. We are ending the program now. This is the family time. Next week, please, I want you to be early. Like Chuk Survivor has been early. People like to be hearing from both of you. And Okemwa, please, if you are scheduling your program next week, please, 2 p.m. in Nigerian time or African time, I think it should be 1.
Let me just say this, my sister.
Okay.
Permit me to use just few minutes, 1 minute to say this.
Okay.
In all these things that is happening, I want to tell Biafrans, don't lose hope. The 12 disciples, one of them was Judas, and it did not didn't make them to lose focus. We have to concentrate. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu say consistency, perseverance is the key. No matter what we see, as now, anytime they are harvesting oil, palm oil, you must eat a maggot inside. So many things goes into it. Then after it is refined. You get your pure red oil. That is what is going to happen to us at the end. Nobody should lose hope. Do not lose focus. Let's continue. And this God that is in heaven, no matter our sin or whatever that we have committed or whatever our ancestors have committed in the past, he will not look at it. God Almighty will not look at it and punish us because we are innocent. May God bless our people. May God bless you, Sister Linda. May God bless you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your presence. Immediately I saw you here, I was very happy because I was wondering why you are not here today. Thank you so much for your wonderful contribution. My brother
Thank you.
Chief Survivor, I don't know if you have anything to tell them under 1 minute, then we'll call it a day because I have taken much of your time. You have other things to do.
We have said everything we have to say. Biafran, my advice is that Biafrans, we have to preserve ourselves. Self-preservation. Put ourselves first. Put ourselves first. Mainly the Igbo Biafrans. Put yourself first. Respect yourself. Admire yourself. Raise yourself high. Don't allow anybody to belittle you. We are special. Biafrans are special. Whichever tribe you are special in your own way. We are all specially made in our own way. Don't allow people to talk you down. Thank you so much. See you all next week by the special grace of Chukwu Okebema. Remain blessed.
Okay, thank you so much. If you want to enjoy more of Mr. Chuk Survivor's program, he does live stream this evening, I think around Mr. Chuk, so what time do you always go live? At what time do you always go live?
The next 1 hour.
Okay, he will be live. So you are going to hear more from there. Please endeavor to join him. Endeavor. A lot of you said you like his program, you like what he said. He has a platform, the name there, Truth Survivor. You can go there this evening and listen to him. I want to seize this opportunity to appreciate my wonderful speakers, Truth Survivor, then Maxwell, Mazi Okenwa, Mazi Nwanne, and even those that stay tuned to this program. Please, after watching, share this program. If you like this platform, subscribe, put on your notification bell to all notification so that anytime we upload video, you'll be the first person to check it. I am still one and only Linda's TV show who talks too much. Hey, people say I talk too much. I will continue to talk. Even too much. So we'll call it a day till next week. And I also want to appreciate Dubem. Dubem, you have been here moderating this live. May God Almighty bless you and everybody who participated. Ka Chukwu okike abịa ma gọzie unu ncha, gọzie anyị ncha, dosa anyị ndụ anyị niile ga-adị ndụ banye n'ala nsọ a na-akpọ ala Biafra. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu n'oge na-adịghị anya ọ ga-apụta. Ndị Igbo niile, mkparị niile nke anyị na-enweta, Chineke nna ya efichapụ anyị anya mmiri. Ya gaziere onye ukwu, gaziere onye nta. Ugoberu ugoberu nke si ibe ya ebe na nkwu akwazina sị gịnị ya nwụọ. Onye si na ya ha adị ndụ ibe ya nọrọ, onye ahụ nwụọ. Ka ndị chọrọ ka ndị ọzọ nọrọ. Onye chiri nke o chiri ya zere. Until next week by 2 p.m. Remain tuned. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, now Python dance 3. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, now Python dance 3. Nandi bu onyendu apo, omeri wonibisu. Abakari, Amandabura, Unapuki, Abakari na Buhari na Malami. Python dance 1, Python dance 2, now Python dance 3. Unapuki very Nandi. Ndị be anyị ka ọ dịbanụ.